All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive into today's brand new live stream. Let's see. Gotta check my settings first real quick. Okay, I think we're good to go. Move this over a tad. And then let me see if I can get this chat working. Okay. Paste. Alright, perfect. What is up, guys, and welcome to part 75 of our live stream series here. And trust me, when I say going forward, streams will be more consistent. Alright, I know we've had this whole Friday curse thing going on, and hopefully that shouldn't be going on anymore. I've recently sorted out a lot of things, so that shouldn't be as frequent of an occurrence. And I'll even give you guys the option to choose a punishment for me if I don't stream this Friday, because we definitely will have a stream this Friday, and if I don't, then I'll do whatever you guys say to an extent, alright? To an extent, so you guys can go on Discord and come up with something, and if I don't stream Friday, then I'll do it. But today, we'll be continuing with more of the story. And there's something pretty interesting going on in the game right now, which we'll get into in just a second. But how's everybody doing today, man? How's everybody doing on this Tuesday morning? What do you mean? A Friday curse was pretty consistent. Okay, fair enough. Hello, Consistent Crow. What's up, Diego? Welcome to the stream. Let's have some good laughs today. See, that's exactly the energy I'm looking for, Ginshan. Let's have some laughs today. Let's have a great time. Or do you mean laughing at me? Since we're gonna be fighting against Kets, and we all know how last time went. Hey, Cloudy, are you rolling for Koyan Dark? Interesting that you bring up Koyan Dark. So, let's boot up the game. Matthias already as soon as the stream starts. Shout out to you, Matthias. Thank you so much for gifting 10 memberships to people on the stream. We have Chan. Chan is actually the first winner of these gifts. And then we have Viato. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. We have Mr. Lavos. We have Lori. We have Obsidian Steel. We have Yoyer. We have Sunmo. That's a small Tsu, right? So it's just Sunmo? Or is it Sunmotsu? Regardless, congratulations to you, Nazca, Black Flash, and Misaka Best. Hope you guys enjoy your emotes. If you did get an emote, make sure to, or if you did get a membership, make sure to spam that evade emote. And if you didn't get one, then clearly your evasion's too high. I already see there's some people cartwheeling, there's some people skateboarding out of here. Jeff's just jogging out of here, keeping it casual. Bruh, I never get a membership. See, that's exactly what people think just before they get a membership. Man, my evasion's always up, never gonna get a membership, and then boom, it hits you out of nowhere. Let's see. Why would you roll for plushie wife when you have Kukulkan? Okay, so let's get to the game. And let me see if I can get this chat working. Paste. No! Oh my gosh. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know why. Can I do this? Does that work? Shoot. I don't know how to fix this. Okay, let me try closing it. And then properties. Dang, I can't get the... Dude, it's so annoying how the chat works whenever it wants to. Let's see. Shoot. And the worst part is, it's working perfectly fine here. But then when I go here, it's just blank. And normally this is the one that's working when the other one's blank. Let's see. Go to the live stream. And then pop out chat. Grab this. Restore. Back. Properties. Paste. There we go. Okay, I guess I just have to retry it a couple times. And then it finally kicks in. Fumbling again! This isn't even my fault! What do you mean fumbling again? I'll wait until the November membership gacha to try my luck again, then I'll renew the membership myself. Alright, sounds like a plan, Cornelius. Tommy, welcome to the stream, man. I'm glad you can make it. You got Nicholas here as well. Remember, guys, if you lose the membership gacha, you can have better FGO gacha luck, and I'll believe until I get membership. That's exactly how it works. Ptolemy or Melu? I'm probably... Okay, I know I've asked this a million times, but this is the last time I will ask. When is Melu projected to release? Do you guys know? Is it like a week away, 2 weeks away, a month away? Because I know I have a decent number of roles saved up right now, but I can also run through the Camelot free stages and get all this SQ here. So, and we also get the SQ for completing a bunch of free quests, so we have a lot more coming. Early November. Okay, early November. Let me change the audio real quick. Let's see. Sound. Okay. So we want to pause this, then unmute this. There we go. Also, I didn't forget. I have finally added it. So whenever he pops up in the story, best believe we're gonna be ready. We're gonna be ready. Ptolemy for the vibe. Cloudy saving for Melusine like me. Tiamat and Draco next year, probably. Dude, at this point, I don't even care if I get Draco or not. I just want Tiamat. I feel like, I don't know why, there's just like a deep suspicion within me that if I would have put all of those rolls towards Tiamat instead, I would have gotten her. But it was the greed, it was rolling for meta, it was a combination of all of these greedy things that led to me putting so much money towards Draco and not getting her. But we did get Locusta from it, and you know how Locusta's been putting in work for us lately. End of month or beginning of November. Okay, so we have about a month. Bro never converts AP. Cap. That is cap. That is cap. I have been logging in consistently every day for over the past week, and I've been refilling, or not refilling, but I've been making blue apples every time. I haven't today because earlier I was going to farm Camelot stages, but then I realized my storage was full, so I had to burn a bunch of servants that I didn't need. And so that's the only reason why my AP is full right now. I would have spent my AP doing something productive, but my inventory was full. Locusta the GOAT. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I've returned once again to say Tiamat-less, Draco-less, Koyan-less, and Scotty-less. Okay, bye. Alright. Appreciate you stopping by, Dark Shotgun. But speaking of Koyan-less, it's actually funny because I think it was about 2 streams ago, we finally got Fujino, so we're no longer Fujino-less. But do you guys remember whose banner it was on where we first lost Fujino. It was the Koyan Dark banner. And look who came back around. So, it's funny because it was kind of like a double fail. We were rolling for Fujino. We didn't get Fujino. And because it was Koyan Dark's banner, we didn't get Koyan Dark. So, we were Fujino-less and Koyan-less because of that. We got Fujino. I don't know if I want to roll for Koyan of Dark. I wasn't intending to get her before, and I still don't really have a huge desire to get her now. Maybe if I didn't have the other Koyan, I would have rolled for her. But for now, I think I'm going to save. I think I'm chilling. And if Melusine comes out early November, then that also means 5 free more tickets for us. My AP was never full for years. I feel like AP refills pretty quickly though. Like, I'd imagine to get like, you know, optimal uptime, I feel like you'd have to log in at least twice a day to turn your AP into blue apples. Or at least at the level I'm at, I'd have to do that. Because I swear, every time I log in, it's full. I let my AP go to full, it's not a big deal. If you really want to ensure you won't fail rolling Tiamat again, then you're not rolling on anything else. Ooh, okay, I see what you're saying. So we'd have to put... You're saying to stockpile a ton of SQ and invest all of it towards her if we want to get her 100%. I don't know if I'm patient enough to do that. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm a little bit too greedy. I'm a little bit too greedy to save up for that long and save up that much. You have Cuckoo, so you don't need Koyan Dark. Okay, makes sense. Oh yeah, aren't they both foreigners? I think they're both foreigner berserkers. Let's see. You're low AF, you won't even guarantee pity for Tiamat. Well, I mean, we still have plenty of time for Tiamat though, right? Like, people were saying next year she comes out. So, if we have until next year, then we'll have plenty of SQ. If we did save. But, right now, it's just... Right now, my game plan is I'm going to save, try my luck for Melusine, and then if we don't get her, then the next objective is going to be Tiamat. And however much SQ we have by then is what we're going to be rolling with. If we don't get her, it wasn't meant to be. If we do get her, then it was destiny. 11 hours from 0 AP to like 143. Gambler Crow, yes sir. You already know. Hopping in real quick to say hello. I am busy right now. Wish you luck. Thank you so much for stopping by, ZZ Agna. Appreciate you. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Biggest boss. Both AoE Buster Foreigner. Oh yeah, we definitely don't need that then. What is in your gift box? I think it's all tickets. Yeah, it's all tickets in my gift box. But to be fair, it's just September and October, so it's not as bad as it used to be. I've actually, once upon a time, I've actually hit the 400 limit for my presents. So it's not too bad this time. The only thing is, I don't really, when it comes to the units whose skills I want to level, they don't really need a lot of the materials I have here. Like Solar Hide is probably the only one that I've seen. Maybe Mystic Gunpowder for Koyan. And then, let's see, anything from October. Yeah, not really anything from October. As you can see, we have plenty of these items already. Maybe the Deadly Poisonous Needles. But I haven't had units that really need any of the other items. So yeah, I've just been keeping my tickets in here for whenever I need them. My goodness, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. What's up, Mala? Welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it, my friend. You should check out Ptolemy's skills when he comes out. He's got a pretty interesting moveset. I know someone explained it before, but I completely forgot. So when he does come out, I'll definitely check him out. And hey, if he wins me over, he wins me over. But we will just have to see. Okay, Temple of the Sun. Let's continue. We have casters and riders. Now, is it Alter Ego that beats both of them? Let's see. Wrong button. What am I doing? Yes, Alter Ego beats both of them. Now, who's a good Alter Ego? Oh, wait, Tiamat. Speaking of, we could use Tiamat here. Okay, let's go to our story team. Tiamat with a black grail. And she's Buster, right? She is indeed. She is indeed. Okay. Maybe Arash. Her. We could manually swap to him. So I think here we'll get Koyan, maybe? I'm thinking Koyan. And then in this last spot, we can work towards Bond. Let's see, who was next? I think we were leveling someone and then we stopped because our party was full. Oh no, everyone's 3. Okay, let's go with her. And then the Bond up CE. Okay, this one's better, right? I'm pretty sure this one's way better than this one because this one gives 50 and this one gives 10%. So I'm pretty sure the multiplier is way better there. I think we're okay with this. I think we are. Or should I get a single target? Screw it! Tiamat's got this. Triple support and Tiamat. With a little, just a little sprinkle of Arash in there. Yes, Alter Ego beats them. What's up, Arua? Welcome to the stream. Bro is bad with skills, so Batami would be a waste. I have been doing my research. Just a little, but I have been doing some research. I've been watching a lot of... What was his name? Shoot. It was like... I think it was Pheno something. Let me see if I can find him. I've been watching some of his servant guides. Where is he? Where is he? Pheno Tyson. I've been watching some of his servant guides lately. I watched his Zhufu one recently. I watched his Chen Gong one recently. So, one day, I will learn these characters and their skills and how to use them. Bro's graduating FGO's primary school. Finally. Gotta go now. Alright, see you later, Mosta. Thanks a lot for stopping by. Let's see. Let Castoria rest for once? Dude, it's actually crazy. She was our first Bond 10 and she's still working. She is still working. We made it, Meow. Behind this jungle's veil lies Eridu. I can feel Cuckoo's death aura just 20 meters ahead. Wait, what happened? Hold on. What happened to Jaguar Man? What happened to the Jaguar Man we had last episode? When she was locked in, she had the, like, suit on with the fur around the collar? Where's that one? It's been 2 hours since the sun fell from its zenith. Current time on our modern clocks, 3 p.m. It seems that Quetzalcoatl has returned from her attack on Uruk. What a pain. Our plan was to disable Quetzalcoatl's temple before fighting her. Now that Quetzalcoatl has returned, that throws everything off. The irony is, in order to weaken Quetzalcoatl, we need to defeat her first. It's difficult for us amateurs to move through the jungle. You can't blame us for using up half a day just to get here. CloudyCrow, now you have to decide when to execute our plan. We can spend the night here and wait for Quetzalcoatl to head back to Uruk, or see if there's an opening to get into the temple. What do you think? I don't think we're gonna have a choice. Yeah, we can't sacrifice any more people. Not much time left. Including today, we have only 5 days left before Gorgon invades. It'll be 4 tomorrow. It's true that it'd be best to save as much time as we can, but I agree with Master. Invading enemy camps will always come with risks. I imagine that Quetzalcoatl will interfere no matter how perfectly we prepare. What you're saying is, if she's going to interfere anyway, then it's best for us to engage the enemy first. You got guts for saying that, Mash. You heard that, Dr. Roman. How are things going on your end? Have you figured out the layout of Eridu? Yes, leave it to me. Eridu is laid out much like Uruk. I can see there's a large structure behind the residential district. It's not as complicated as a ziggurat, but I imagine that's the temple. Now, every time I read Eridu, it reminds me of New Eridu. Do you guys remember what that's from? Is that from Zenless Zone Zero? What is New Eridu from? I know it's gotta be from like an anime or a gacha or something. And every time I see that name, it reminds me of that. Yo, Chan, welcome! How you enjoying the new membership? Well, I would say new membership, but I see you're already at the... Is that the 3-month badge? No, that's even higher. I think that's the 6-month badge. I'm not sure. But, yeah. Just got gifted a membership earlier today. So, looks like your luck is pretty crazy today. It's from Zenless? Okay, okay. I knew it sounded recent. It's the main city in Zenless. Got you, got you. Okay, by the way, I wanted to ask these questions earlier, but have any of you guys tried the new what is it called? Is it Blue Protocol? Is that the game that came out recently? I've apparently there's mixed reviews, at least on Steam, but I haven't met anyone that's played the game and heard their opinion. So if any of you guys are playing it, what are you guys' thoughts on that gacha? Is it worth checking out? Is it not? That was weird. Alright. I think okay. I don't know what happened there. I think I pressed something by accident and it just minimized the window or something. My hand is already full juggling just 2 gacha games. I am picking up another one. That's how I feel right now. I've been playing a lot of Digimon Story Time Stranger. I've been playing that and trying to keep up with Zenless. So, and playing this. So I haven't really played a whole lot of other gacha. I've tried to keep up with this Nikkei event, the Resident Evil crossover. I got all the characters, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't have the time to play through the event like I used to. I'm keeping my eye on Duet Night Abyss, releasing on the 28th, and it doesn't have gacha. Dang. A gacha with no gacha. A mobile game with no gacha. I thought it was a MMORPG. I'm pretty sure it is, but I think it has gacha elements in it, doesn't it? Or maybe I'm wrong. I already played too many gacha games. 2 gachas might be too much for me. Nice, Digimon, yep. Dude, I haven't played or watched anything Digimon related since I was 6 years old. So, playing through this game, it's super nostalgic. I'm enjoying it a lot. Didn't know you played Nikkei. Oh boy, do I. I've been playing since the Chainsaw Man event. So, my account's pretty stacked. My account's pretty stacked. Playing 6 gachas at the moment. You gotta name them all now. You gotta name them all. MMO always have gacha elements in it. True. Yeah, exactly. And like with some of the MMOs having that mechanic where you like upgrade your weapon, but there's like a failure chance, and there's a chance the weapon can be destroyed or that it'll lose a level. And so that's if you do it the free way, but if you upgrade it with the premium materials, then it has like 100% chance. That there's always like min-maxing and gacha in MMOs. It's just not always loot boxes. Items enhancement in MMO. Yeah, I agree. It is so much worse in MMOs because you like gamble and you have a chance of losing your items or like demoting your items, so you need to level them up again just to get a chance of upgrading them again. It's brutal. I only watched Digimon season 1 and 2. Those were peak. That's exactly the like area I was in. I don't know anything. All I know is like Agumon evolves into Greymon. That's all I knew. But coming into this game, apparently Agumon has like 10 evolutions. It's insane. It's insane. FGO, NA, JP, Nikkei, Woowa, Genshin, Star Rail, and ZZZ. Dang. Yeah, you're definitely busy. I watched the anime and played some of the DS Digimon games. It's borderline fraud how these MMOs scam their players with failed enhancement. Bro, worst mechanic ever invented. Right next to, what is it? Right next to 50/50s in gacha. I think the MMO failed enhancements and 50/50s in gacha games are the worst mechanics ever made. Why do I have to spend so much money just to get the guaranteed pity, and then even when I hit that pity, it's a 50/50 chance I get the character? Like, that's so disgusting. So disgusting. I started Nikkei during summer 2023, so a little after you. Man, Nikkei is one of those games I can always go back to. And the crazy thing is, everyone that doesn't play Nikkei thinks that it's just a gooner game. But everybody that does play Nikkei knows how amazing the story is. The story is actually so fire. And the game is super free to play friendly. Like, I don't think I've ever put money into the game to buy the premium currency. The most I've ever done is put money into the little, what are they called? Shoot. I forget what they're called. The, like, passes. Like, when there's an event, there'll be, like, a pass where you get a skin. That's the most I'd ever buy. Well, it's 50/50 or 200, 300. Oh, true. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Cinderella's story, it's peak. I cried. There's so many good stories, man. So many. It seems like CloudyCrow's afraid of the jungle, so he's stalling. Alright, you're right. We got sidetracked here. Let's continue. If Mash carries CloudyCrow and you'll all move through the residential district at full speed, you should reach the temple in less than 10 minutes. Nikkei at first came for the waifu, stayed for the story. Exactly. But I'm detecting a large magical energy signal in front of the temple. That has to be Quetzalcoatl. If we launch an assault now, we'll have to do battle with her. There's no getting around it. I think one of my favorite Nikkei storylines is Guilty. I love Guilty's story. I think it's so cool. What's the problem with that? Mash, young girl, pompous guy, ISHTAR, and the great Jaguar warrior. With this many of us, we can at least hold Cuckoo off for a bit. During that time, CloudyCrow can run up to the top of the temple and destroy the Sunstone, right? I think it's interesting that Jaguar Man is calling Ketz Cuckoo here, even though in the game Ketz and Cuckoo are two different people. And even I think in like the actual mythology, they're technically two different people that are based off of the same kind of concept or idea. It's like two different cultures' interpretation of this god. Here it's a spare of my unique weapon, the Death Claw, also known as the Fearsome Club. I thought this might happen, so last night I went on a jungle adventure while you slept and made it. One good hit from this will reduce anything, even the Sunstone, to dust. That should take Cuckoo's divinity down a few notches. Unique? Oh. That's right, unique. There's not another one like it. The second Fearsome Club. Looks like we've got our plan, so let's confirm one last time. We're going to go through this jungle and head into Eridu. With the doctor's guidance, we can get to the temple without any problems. No matter how we hide ourselves at the temple, Quetzalcoatl will likely detect us, so we'll just hit her head on with all we've got. The servants will give their all to keep Quetzalcoatl busy. That'll get you 2 or 3 minutes. With those few minutes, CloudyCrow will enter the temple alone and destroy the symbol at the altar. Sound good? You know this whole plan is a long shot, and both master and servant could die, right? It'll work. With this team, we can pull it off. Well, Romani Archiman, you heard her. Any objections? It's a dangerous plan, but it's got its merits. No matter what we do, the chance of success is low anyways. Da Vinci has been watching and complaining this whole time, but she gave the go-ahead too. I'll sanction the operation. Leave the back up to me, CloudyCrow. Alright, let's go. Right, I'll do everything to support you. Now this is interesting because it said we were going to fight riders and casters. So is it going to be not Cuckoo, Ketz and some random caster minions? There's a large building in front of you, that's the temple. No, but that isn't like the temple in Uruk. A goddess should have her own temple reconstructed according to her own taste. So that staircase looking thing must be Quetzalcoatl's temple. That's convenient, you won't get lost in there. The symbol has to be at the top. I know climbing that extremely steep set of steps will be taxing, but you will just have to put your backs into it and persevere. A path to get closer to the heavens, huh? The concept is the same as a ziggurat, but the approach is much more in tune with nature. I'm getting several enemy signatures from all around Eridu, from the jungle too. There are winged serpents gathering with the 3rd and 4th waves. If we fight them all, it'll take all night. Break through and head towards the temple. Alright. With this team and ISHTAR, with Gugalana at our side, we definitely got this in the bag. Jaguar Man is just Delulu. Don't worry about it. He'll learn about it in 2030. Ketz always fights alone. That makes sense. Unless it's a tag team lucha. Okay. So we got our favorite servants here. Or favorite enemies here. Winged serpents, aka wyverns. So which one of these is the stun? NP gauge for yourself. Disable HP recovery. Wait! Okay, quick question. I've never really thought about this. Disable HP recovery. Does this basically cancel out guts? Since you like drop to 0 or drop to 1, I guess. I don't know. I think you drop to 0 and then you heal back up. Does this cancel that heal? Or is it different? Is it its own mechanic? Like guts is separate from healing. No. Okay, that makes sense. Increase attack, buster card effectiveness for yourself. 3 turns, chance to inflict stun and curse. No, not at all. HP recovery is only for heal. Got you, got you. Restore HP. Slightly increase NP gauge and increase NP strength for all allies for 1 turn. Okay, we should save that then. We should definitely save that. Let's use this and this. We can do this for the 3 turns. Okay, and we'll hold on the rest. For now, okay. I loved when Ishtar said it's Google-ana time and started Google-on and it all over the place. No, only the heal 100,000 HP per turn stuff. That sounds incredibly useful for that situation. They stay at 1 if there's a heal included. Okay. Alright, so now we got some beefier dragons here. This is 3 turns, right? It is. Okay. Let's use this. And then... how much does this... Wait. Both of these give NP, right? They do. Alright, let's do this one. Okay, that probably gave a lot more than we needed, but it's fine, it's fine. This is for humans. And then it also gives NP with buster attacks, right? Yep. No reason not to use it. Save this. Save this. Does this give us anything that we need? I mean, these aren't threat to humanities. These are threat to my sanity, but not threats to humanity. Okay, let's go. Guess we can get a couple stars. Why not? Third skill is 20% NP damage. NP bro trust. After tomorrow's update, there will be 2 new 3-star servants and 2 new 3-star servants. Bro, reading Castoria's skills. I know her skill. I just wanted to check and make sure. I know she gives invincibility, threat to humanity, and arts. I just wanted to, you know, cross my T's and dot my I's. Make sure there wasn't some sort of damage benefit that I was forgetting about. Okay. I think... it all depends on what the second round is going to be. Because we take these 3 out, and then that's the end of the first wave. So then we move on to the second wave. And, so you... oh, shoot. You said this is 20% NP strength? Okay, then let's swap. And then we'll use this. Shoot. It was 20, not 30. Crap. So, I think this only gives a little bit anyways. Okay. Don't know if they will be in the friend summon right away. Oh, the new 3-star servants. Are they any good? All right, Jaguar Warrior subspecies. Subspecies, huh? Okay, so now we're in a little bit of a pickle. shoot, because our buffs are gonna run out too. I didn't realize there were gonna be so many enemies in the first wave. I don't want to use this yet, because it's just gonna drop next turn anyways. I think, oh crap, how many do we lose? All of them. Well, not all of them. We keep the Buster up, we keep the NP strength up, and we still have this in our back pocket, so maybe we can do something here. Shoot! Okay, I think we gotta go maybe this. Get as much arts as possible. Okay, now we're in a really good spot. No! How much do we lose? Oh, okay, so it immediately took away the NP. I thought it meant at the end of the turn we were gonna lose some. Not bad. Could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse. We really should have stunned there, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Because we can use this. And then this, because why not? And now this. And now we cook. Man, I didn't say anything about Hyde this time. Wait, what do you mean? Where did Hyde come from? Oh, when I said if there's any good 3 stars. Let's see. Oh, okay, Ren, why'd you have to start it? See, where do these random shots towards Jekyll and Hyde come from? Every time you guys find an opportunity to bring him up, you guys do. He has nothing to do with this conversation. I was just asking, how good are the 3 stars? First response, better than Jekyll. They're better than Jekyll at least. You already own better low star servants, so you don't use, so it doesn't matter. I am learning though. Like I said, I did watch the guide to learn how to use Chen Gong, and I want to look up one for Hans because I have all of his rank up materials and stuff. I even upgraded his skills pretty far. He seems complicated at face value, but I feel like once you understand how he works, then it's simple. But that skill that does a different effect depending on what alignment you have, that one seems a little daunting. Okay, so I think we go with the formula. I think we go with the solution here, which is gonna be... Wait, oh crap, what was her effect again? Oh no, I have to remember before I get into this. She had a special effect, but I don't remember what it was. Good alignment. I think you have to be evil or balanced to deal damage to her. Evil or balanced. She's definitely got to be evil, for sure. You see it in profile. Chaotic or balanced, right? I don't remember. Regardless, I think she's good to go. So we could bring her. She's got to be chaotic, for sure. I can't look at her profile, but I know she's got to be chaotic. We don't need a Rosh. We don't really need a Rosh here. Instead, due to high demand every single stream, let's try running Black Grail. Okay. Maybe we will bring Koyan instead. Okay. I like this so far. And then, I'm not sure what to do with this slot. It's kind of just an empty slot since I only have one swap. Is this? What's going on here? Is this a delayed notification? I thought you already got a membership earlier. Not sure what happened there. She's evil. The 4 alignments. Good, balanced, evil, summer. Summer. The worst of the alignments. Her alignment is summer. Kama is evil. And we can fix her. We have the technology. Bring 2 Koyan and Jalter clears easily. True. And you know what? Is she... I think... I don't even know if she's single target or AoE. She's single target. I think you're right. I think we go with Koyan, because it'd make more sense, since she has the Black Grail, to go double supports, instead of having 2 DPSs. And then we could just put Locusta in our backline, in case worse comes to worse. Okay. Where is she? Oh, wait! Yeah, Locusta's definitely chaotic. We can give her that. Okay. That full art is goated for Jalter? Oh no, you're talking about Kama. We've broken through the enemy and reached the temple, but something crazy is behind it. That's Marduk's axe. I'm a little shocked myself. It's several times bigger than we were told. Hola, welcome to my sun temple. I love the way you headed straight here without wasting any time, yes. Of course, that's been the case for more than just today, yes? You sped all the way here after my attack. It's so exciting, just like I hoped. It was worth believing in CloudyCrow and waiting, yes? Really, I'm glad. I'm glad you didn't waste any time outside of Eridu. If you had done something pitiful like that, I would have had to abandon my policy and just kill you all, yes. The enemy servant is giving off overwhelming power. But if we don't stop her, Master can't get to the altar. I know, silly of me. I'm being childish. How silly of me. I saw a certain dummy who has no business being here, so I returned to my wild nature a little. Oh crap, if the fight starts, she'll kill me first. I just had a premonition and I'm sure of it. See, no mercy for you, amiga. Never. I'm going to rip the flesh from your bones, yes. Alright, let's fight. You've come to defeat me by whatever means necessary, yes? I respect your courage and decisiveness. I shall never back down from any fight, or any challenge. That's what I love. Humans are so fun to mess with. You can kill them, you can let them live, you can threaten them, or protect them. I don't have any memories left from the Cretaceous period, my first generation, but the seeds of information that are generations old tell me this. I love you humans. I want to coexist with you. Humans give meaning to our lives. Meaning to your lives? That makes no sense. You're supposed to say yes very, very enthusiastically. Right, humans give you life and purpose, and yet you're trying to destroy them. Hehehe, it makes me feel funny when you scold me like that. Yes, I like it. But it makes perfect sense, doesn't it? This is normal in human society, right? Purpose isn't just some hobby, it's what you have to do to live, to be you. Yes! I'm a deity who can't exist without messing with humans, and I don't just mean the body of the person who's my host. For humanity to survive longer, I need to help some of them and get rid of others so they can adapt to their environment. Performing this cycle is what my life is about. It's why I exist. Do you understand? I participated in this trial as one of the 3 goddesses because I want to play with humanity more. As long as I'm here, humanity won't go extinct. But of course, they won't be safe or at peace either. But smile, I will guarantee your freedom. The freedom to run from the threat of yours truly. And I will so enjoy watching you squirm. Like a naughty girl with ants and a magnifying glass. CloudyCrow, this conversation is a waste of time. There are many gods in this land, but she's on a whole other level. I've never seen a deity whose love was this messed up. Oh, I'm blushing. You figured it out. You figured out why I'm so in love with CloudyCrow, yes? Wait, when did that happen? De nada mucho mucho. Senpai, this is serious time. Stop trying to flirt from your Spanish dictionary. Oh, man. You got me. You got me, Mash. Guilty is charged. Now you're after the Sunstone, right? I'll give your master a chance for as long as you can hold me off. It can be a game, but first I have a request. CloudyCrow, no matter what you fight or how it goes, don't forget to feel joy, yes? I fight because it's fun. Humans fight because it's fun too. If you don't have hatred in your heart, you won't kill your opponent. That's what makes Lucha Libre so great. So you enjoy this danger too, okay? If you do, we can understand each other more, yes? Heed me, child. Celebrate not with the joyous one. See, wait, this wasn't in the anime, was it? Because I know there was that part where he said celebrate not with the joyous one and the exiled one and all that stuff. But I think it's cool how here we like had a flashback to that moment. So I wonder if when we have the like final confrontation which with each of the 3 gods, we're going to have that same flashback. I don't remember that happening in the anime at least. I can understand Quetzalcoatl. Oh no! Wait, he said celebrate not! Wait, maybe that choice mattered. I can understand Quetzalcoatl. Maybe we were supposed to reject her there. That's what he was warning us about. That's what I want to hear. Yes, I'm so excited. Fighting is what brings us joy. Survival is the fundamental principle of life. It's what allows man and the gods to communicate. Now, let's fight with all our strength. Right choice? Oh no. Good. Now you get the harder version. I thought it was gonna be like that. Oh no. Great job on choosing the right option. Maybe for you guys. Oh no. Okay. What we got here? Nullify damage from good alignment enemies. Decrease attack by half for balanced and evil. Okay, we knew this already. Oh, wait. Good, balanced, and evil. But she is chaotic summer. So this doesn't affect her at all, right? Have fun. We win as usual. Oh, God. By the way, if you go for the up option, that's a harder battle. Oh. Oh, man. Well, we made our choice. We made our bed, now we have to lay in it. Are you trolling me right now? Are you trolling me? This is not the time for Oops All Koyan. This is not the time. Are you kidding me right now? Oh my god. The worst part, it's not even the choose the harder one. The worst part is he knew what the easy one was, he just fumbled. Oh my god. Yep, peak gameplay. Oh, brother. Okay. So, this is just a straight up 50%, right? Wait. Yeah, we definitely are gonna need both. Okay. This is the C-Star one, right? It is. So let's use that. No, it doesn't matter. Let's save it. Let's save it, because we don't even have Oh god, we're lowering our own HP doing this. Oh, I'm dumb! No! Can I restart? No! Oh, I should have restarted! Crap! No, I threw, bro! I should have used her skills first! Cause these take away from the timer, don't they? No! No! We might not need it. We might not need it, but... Oh man, it's just back-to-back fumbles. Crap! We could have had a 2-turn! We could have had 100% uptime on this! Because this would have came back before the buff expired. Oh my god. Alright, alright, no, don't worry, no need to panic. Okay. No need to panic. We'll just use the most broken skill in the game. No. Crap. Let me see. From a single ally. Okay, okay, never mind. Oh, maybe it's because theirs is leveled higher than mine. Right? Yeah, only level 5. Okay, that makes sense. I was wondering why this one's cooldown was lower. Okay. Let's just go for it. Now, if we were crazy, if we were really crazy, we could swap to Oberon here. Pop the skill 3, pop the skill 1, and then really hit him where it hurts. And I kind of want to do that. What level is this one? This one's level 10. This one's level 4, so we could trade her out. Gosh, 600k though? Can we really hit it? Is it possible? I believe. I believe we can do it. I believe. This could either go really well or really badly. Oh, we gain C stars with this too? Now, crap! I don't remember how much this gives. I think it's a bit more than 50, isn't it? I don't think it's just flat 50. It might be, though. It might be, because it's level 10. Most NP battery skills are just straight 50. Crap, crap. I'm gonna risk it. Dang! It is just 50. Alright, whatever. If she... Bro! If she had a single normal card, we could have hit 200. If she had a single normal card, we could have hit 200. This is so troll. Let's just go all Berserker. Or all Buster. Alright. See, I believe, Jalter. I believe. We got the Black Grail. We got all these buffs. Oh god. I think it's gonna be close. Or, oh my god! Wait, the normal attacks actually mattered! The normal attacks actually mattered! Oh my god. That was amazing. That was cinema. Oh my god, bro. That was actually cinema. Holy crap. The normal cards actually mattered. Oh man. That was amazing. That was beautiful. He cooked, ate, and left no crumbs. Man. Dang, I finally show up in stream and the first thing I hear is, can I start over? Oh, man. My guy fumbled and still, that's the power of single DPS. True. We wouldn't have been able to do that if we had comma. That's why he's the fumble crow. You've grown. That's like the biggest compliment you could ever give. You've grown. That and he's learning. The oh no, he's learning. Those are the two biggest compliments, man. After choosing the wrong choice too. So do you guys know what's the difference between the choices? Like, I know one gets harder, but does she like have more health, or is it the attack buff that she had? You better do this cutscene right. Wait, there's a new cutscene? Or there's another, like, important choice here? Let's see. Okay, you came all the way to the top. Hurry, CloudyCrow. Check the dialogue options in this scene. Alright. Give me a second real quick. I gotta blow my nose. Right. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Oh man, sorry. Allergies have been kicking my butt lately. Where are we? Okay. Give him props. He can think, but his thinking is nearly an hour long of non-stop debate with hesitation added in. True. True. That's how I am in every game, though. It's not even just this. It's not even just this. Okay. Oh my god, you should see my friggin' my Fire Emblem playthroughs. Oh my god, I min-max the hell out of those games when I'm like, when I'm battling. I always double check, triple check my decisions. Okay, change the audio back. Pause. Okay. You came all the way to the top. Hurry, CloudyCrow. There on the altar, there's the Sunstone. The Aztec calendar, a monolith that's said to show the past, present, and future according to the Aztecs. That's definitely Quetzalcoatl's second noble phantasm. If we destroy it, this temple will just be a decoration. Oh yeah, also I saw you guys said the difference between the two is that she gets a 150k more health and an attack buff. So, interesting. Triple check, but still fumbles. Oh, okay. And we can remove Quetzalcoatl's trump card from the game. 2 birds with 1 stone. What? Wait. Foe? Why'd you just slip that in there? Fo Roma. Foe. Mash and the others are out of the fight. Quetzalcoatl is coming. Hurry, CloudyCrow, this is our only chance to defeat the evil goddess. Why'd the music stop? Is this the decision? I don't think she's evil. What's wrong, Master CloudyCrow? Why are you stopping? I don't think that's right, Doctor. That isn't what Quetzalcoatl wants to see. Ooh! I like this one. That's not what she wants to see. And this is when he jumps off the top rope. Too bad. You're out of time, CloudyCrow. It'll be up those steps before... I'll be up those steps before you can blink, yes. Fo. So you figured out what Cuckoo wants to see isn't a servant victor, but a display of human resolve, huh? Jaguar Warrior, how did you get up to the top of the altar? She jumped. I can fly, so I floated up here in my boat. Anyway, CloudyCrow, what are you going to do? You wasted your one and only chance, so what's your plan? Jaguar Warrior and I can only block Quetzalcoatl's charge one time. You can smash the Sunstone then. Jaguar Warrior is right. This is humanity's battle. This is one hell of a time for boasting, but yes, I agree, crazy as it is. But how exactly are you going to fight? Hit her with that club? It's obvious, I'll use height. It's obvious, I'll use courage. Foes with us. Height, courage, huh? Also, Da Vinci just burst out laughing. CloudyCrow, don't tell me you're going to use a wrestling move on that goddess. Heh, nice idea, baby. Why'd she call us baby? What? This is the first time she's ever called us that. And it was for no reason. That's my future high-income taxpayer. I like your bravery. Your only hope, then, is a plancha. A body slam from that height? That's crazy. Stop it. It's suicide. All Quetzalcoatl has to do is step to the side at the bottom of the steps and you're dead. Yeah, but she's a true wrestler. There's no way she'd do that. What the heck are you talking about, dummy? It doesn't matter how much higher up you are. Higher is better for a plancha. Meow. In other words, you need to go even higher. Huh? Is she gonna throw us into the air or something? Leave that to me, I'll take you as... Oh, yeah, I think this is what happened in the anime. She flew us to the top. Or, like, she flew us high into the air. I'll take you as high as you can stomach. Huh? Out of nowhere! RKO! Alright, that should do it. We're up another 200 meters or so. Huh? This is mostly down to your luck. I'll throw you at Quetzalcoatl as best I can. But if you don't think you'll hit her, use your hands and feet to adjust your path, like stabilizers. Think about slamming your own belly button onto her collarbone. That sounds like it'll work. That sounds like it'd be painful for you. Alright, off you go. Good luck. I'll get you for this, ISHTAR! Sky High Rider Buster Justice Bomb. Oh my god. You really threw yourself at me. At that height, even a lucha master like me can't save you. And yet you're still going to try and hit me with that plancha. Justice! Oh my god, the zoom in. Oh my god. I'm alive? Meanwhile, the camera pans out and like every bone in his body is broken. You're alive, yes. Just be grateful that I'm a legendary lucha master, yes. You know the thing with flying moves? Unless both the attacker and the target are the best at what they do, someone can end up dead, yes? You, CloudyCrow, are an amateur. So your big sis was really worried. But why were you so reckless? Didn't you think I'd dodge? I believe you'd take it head on because you love humans, right? Ooh, I feel like both of these are good answers. Shoot. I don't know if these answers make a difference, but I like both of them. Because you could say because you love humans, right? And she'll be like, you're right. You understand it. But then you could say this. And she'll be like, you're right. I would have taken it head on every time. I don't know. Let's go with probably the more scripted answer. No, this is the more fun answer, though. I knew you'd take it head on. You wouldn't back down from a challenge. Oh, CloudyCrow mi amor. I'm so glad I joined the Three Goddess Alliance. And now I'm leaving it, yes, because I'm making a contract with you. There we go. There we go. Thank you. You beat me, Master. You're the first person to beat me so badly. I am Quetzalcoatl, goddess of Mesoamerica. From now on, I'll use my power for you. Now imagine if we got her as a servant. NP2? Imagine. Alright. The second one, I like more. I think both of them are good. I just feel like the first one is more like... She's the kind of person that is obviously, you know, eager to fight. So kind of poking at that, what's the word? That, thirst for battle, that thirst for a challenge. I feel like that would have been more fun. Okay, so what do we get here? Nothing? How do we go to 90? Because I think we had 87 earlier, right? Alright, Prophecy of the Heavens. We got the Latina. Imagine you have a 120 Cats. One day, man. One day. But, God, does that take so many mats. More tickets. Oh, yeah. From these missions, right? Yeah, the dailies give you tickets. Alright, Prophecy of the Heavens. So he beat a fighting type with a flying type move, exactly. What's it, Flying Press? That's what we did. Flying Press from, gosh, what's his name? The Luchador Bird. Crap, why can't I remember his name? He just got a Mega, too. Hawlucha! We used Hawlucha's signature move, and we took her down. Okay, so we're fighting a Saber. It's probably just a Saber enemy. Dang. She's a part of the team. Let's bring ISHTAR. Because why not? And then let's bring... You know what? It's been a while since we've brought this guy out to bat. Let's bring Orion. So what CE do you guys, well, what CE would you guys recommend with Orion? Because obviously he can't use Black Grail. I usually just use this. But do you guys have other CEs that you normally use with him? Okay, we'll do that, but I want to bring Arash. Because I think... Crap, I'm trying to think. If it's a Saber, I don't think there's, like, Saber enemies, like, Saber servants that we fight right now. So they have to be, like, Saber mobs. And if that's the case, then we can bring Arash. There he is. Crit and crit star turns. Crit CE. Maybe, I don't know, I barely use him. Prisma Cosmos. You don't have 120 steel. What's 120? What's that? 120 steel? The one from the shop? Just use Victor of the Moon. Anything that lets him NP on turn 1. So even like a Kaleidoscope? Why not use my Ishtar? You know what, Ginchan? Good point. Good point. Let's see if we can find your Ishtar. You got Har Emia. NP5, 120. Hold on, Ginchan. You might have some competition here. Another 120 NP5. But let's see if we can find yours. Let's see. I don't know. Yep. Maybe not this time. Golden Sumo. That makes sense. If only you know what? Next stream, I will have Golden Sumo. Next stream, I will. Because I found a pretty good way of racking up the mana prisms. I'm just gonna roll a ton on the friend point banner and then burn all of the extra servants I get, and that should give me a ton of mana prisms. So I can start buying the Golden Sumo and hopefully maybe even max out Golden Sumo. Okay. Is she Bond 3 yet? Almost. Okay. So, you said anything that can help him NP turn 1. I think I'll just give him this, because the most I could do is give him Kaleidoscope, which is only 80. And then I don't think he has an NP battery. Nope. And there's not anyone that could easily, or not easily, but there's not anyone that could smoothly fill in that last 20%. Unless maybe Ishtar? I don't think she has a team battery, but yeah, it's only for herself. Oberon could, but I'd have to go Oberon first and then swap him into her. Or I guess I wouldn't have to, because I just don't want to burn the whole 50% battery on that when there's only 20% left. I guess it doesn't really matter which one I put first, but I think I'm going to save him second, just in case I want to use his skill 3 on Ishtar. Not every servant gives mana prisms. Best way to get mana prisms is wait for Lotto, but in the case that I can't wait for Lotto. Alright, let's discuss our situation. That is unnecessary. No, the goddess Quetzalcoatl has joined the party. That's all that matters, yes? Of course they'll figure out the details later, so there's no need for an explanation, Romani. Are you getting enough nutrition, enough sleep? You look like you're about to collapse from the inside out. Are you alright? I'll be happy to give you a hug. Oh, that's impossible, no? Sorry for getting your hopes up. Until this singularity is restored, ray shifting is impossible. And even if it is restored, my spirit origin wasn't summoned by Chaldea, so I can't go to visit you, no? Yes, that's more or less correct, Quetzalcoatl. I'm glad you understand. Well, I guess we can't do anything about that, no? It's really a shame, but I believe in my fate with CloudyCrow. She said the thing! And you, the girl who blocked my patata. You were so cool, yes. I love cool girls, yes. Tell me your name. What? What? Please don't grab my sides and lift me up. Please let me down, Quetzalcoatl. My name is Mash Kirillite. What a wonderful name. Yes, I am Quetzalcoatl. If it's too long, you can call me Coatl if you want. Or Quetz. I don't think that's a good idea. Coatl just means snake. Huh? That girl over there, is she? Silence is golden, you feathered snake. Her situation is the gloomiest of us all. I love how they keep hinting at her having this, like, secret identity. Like, every time we get a hint of who she might be, they immediately change the subject. Try to keep us in suspense. So it seems... Oops. So it seems I guess I'll act like the eldest then. Hello, Ishtar. Is this the first time we've met? Of course it is. Well, we were shooting at each other a second ago. No, we're friends now. Friends. You're so cold, Ishtar. You should laugh more. Be bright like the sun. Oh, man. Nobody asked you. It's inelegant to shine brightly all the time. I shine brighter than anyone, but my blessings are only available to a chosen few. That's how the goddess of beauty should be. I don't sparkle all the time like you. So you're shy in spite of your divine aspects, yes? Is that just who you are, or is it the influence of your vessel? Anyways, this is the only time in your life as a goddess that you're likely to be humble, isn't it? Congratulations on your good luck. You met a good master, yes? Stop patronizing me. You're the one who's been poisoned by human culture. What the heck is this Lucha Libre stuff anyways? What you're doing is like using a space shuttle in a go-kart race. You need to realize that for those trying to race seriously, you're a bigger nuisance than the incineration of humanity. En serio? Wow, the space shuttle sounds like a really strong flying move, yes. That wasn't a compliment. This goddess is all messed up. The wrestling virus has infected her brain. They're like sisters. They get along so well. What? No, you take that back. No, maybe that's right. After all, they're both goddesses that rule Venus. Ishtar is the goddess of the morning star Venus. And Quetzalcoatl is often depicted as the goddess of destruction, Tlahuizcalpantecutli. Wow, that's a long one. Tlahuizcalpantecutli. Am I in the right ballpark? Who is the personification of the morning star in Aztec myth? In other words, they're both related to Venus. Maybe the reason Quetzalcoatl is a goddess this time is that her aspect as Venus, that is, beauty, has been emphasized. So it seems, the fact that she put the sunstone in her temple seems to mean she has no intention of using it herself. Oh my god, the name, my brain. Also, thank you, Ginshan. Those Aztec and their god naming. Oh god, it hurts. That plumed snake intends on shining as a goddess with nothing but her own body. See, the sunstone is dangerous and hot, yes? The only thing you're allowed to use outside the ring is folding chairs, yes? And I would have loved to see her just pull a steel chair just out of nowhere. The one who stands out the most here is that mage. I love how we're just ignoring Jaguar Man. Hello, Dweller of Dreams. Was it you who made the cradle? Yes, wise Quetzalcoatl. Goddess of Wisdom, sower of the seeds of civilization. I can see where you got those titles. What's with all those titles anyways? You must have been busy back in the day. There was nobody else who could do it. After a few generations, those more suited than me took over. Anyways, that finishes my introduction to everyone. Let's get to the main topic. About the axe of Marduk sitting there behind my temple. What? How can you blatantly ignore me like that? I'm pretty sure a goddess shouldn't behave that way. Okay, I hear voices of the fairies, yes. I guess there were a lot of them in these ancient eras. I hear something, but I do not see it. You humans call it the voice of the fairies. So let's just ignore it. I can't see anything, and neither can you, yes? Yes? Are you the devil? I'm here. Pay attention to me. Enough with those gestures and pretending that nobody's here. Adios, adios. Making gestures as if to say nobody's here. I can't see anyone. You're so mean. I've worked so hard for you ever since we met in the jungle, and this is how you treat me? What is your problem, Cuckoo? When I slack off, you try to kill me. When I boycott work, you try to kill me. And when I'm playing around, you try to kill me. Do you not like me? I hate you, yes. Jaguars must die, yes. Such harsh words. It's hard to believe they're coming from Quetzalcoatl. Well, it actually isn't much of a surprise. Jaguar warrior is a divine spirit who is worshipped by Mesoamerican civilizations, such as the Olmecs, I was just gonna say, and the Aztecs. The jaguar is a symbol of battle and death. Jaguar warrior is said to be related to one aspect of Tezcatlipoca. I think that's how you say it. Tez. Oh no. Tez mentioned. Tez mentioned. One of the highest deities that frequently appear in Mesoamerican mythology. And this Tezcatlipoca is a rival to Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl is the epitome of good, whereas Tezcatlipoca is the epitome of evil. In the myths, Quetzalcoatl is even killed by Tezcatlipoca. This resulted in the fall of the civilization that Quetzalcoatl had lovingly raised. So she's an op. So Jaguar Warrior was real. Of course I'm real. What did you people think I was? I thought you were a lunatic cosplaying. Perhaps some kind of jungle hallucination? A jungle hallucination. She's the manifestation of a fever dream. Was my thought. I hear Mexico has some good cacti. Yep, somebody drank too much of the cactus juice. You thought I was the spirit of a peyote? So as you see, I am a poor jaguar spirit who was cruelly abused by Cuckoo. Even when I got the sacrifices, I couldn't eat their hearts, and she got serious mad too. Of course, I won't allow sacrifices to take place in my sight. I only accept them when I take a new host. I don't need any other sacrificial rituals. Unlike Tezcatlipoca, I don't look forward to the sacrificial rituals. You see, that's why all the warriors that were sacrifices are still alive. They're all doing the training that Cuckoo set for them, all over Eridu. She said first you're going to learn to take a hit, and force them into horrifyingly difficult training. Those poor soldiers, that's a fate worse than death, I think. Cuckoo's such a sadist. You want to join them? Learn lucha? I'll start by breaking your limbs and hurling you into the sea. She says it with a smile too. CloudyCrow, don't be tricked by Guan! Back to the topic at hand. Wasn't your goal to get the axe of Marduk more than it was to get rid of me? Yes, that's right. We need the destructive power of that axe to defeat Gorgon. That's why we came here. But what do? Nobody told me that the axe was so big. We're not strong enough to carry it. I thought so. It weighs the same as all of Eridu. Oh my god. But I know another way to carry it. We can make a rope with jungle vines and have my winged serpents carry it to Uruk. I have 3 teams of 300 of them to take turns carrying it. Wait, speaking of, if she rides, like she's in the game at this point in time, if we rewind back to when the singularity was made, she's in the game and one of her attack animations has her riding one of the real winged serpents and attacking with it. Why don't they just take that model of that winged serpent and make it the actual winged serpent enemies that we fight, instead of just making wyverns the enemies that we fight? I think that'd be way cooler. Instead, it's just wyverns everywhere. No matter where we go in the world, Mesoamerica, freaking France, I don't think they were in London, America, everywhere we go, the wyverns look the exact same. And here, we're fighting winged serpents, but instead of getting actual winged serpents, we just get more wyverns. It'll take 3 days. Is that enough time? Of course, that would be great. You work on a whole different scale, Quetzalcoatl. Because FGO developers like wyverns. Low budget gacha. No clue. Budget man, don't ask. Okay, fair enough. Hey, I'm a thinker, not a worker. Don't compare me to a war god. But it's true that Quetzalcoatl is useful. Let's keep on relying on her. Though it bothers me to make a lady do all the work. There's no need to worry about that, no. Because there's something I want you to do before I get the winged serpents ready. Okay, look at all those groundkeepers standing around the axe, yes? We gotta fight them. Giant statues. An army of giant wrestlers. Oh, they're Spriggans. C, a defense system left behind by the Mesopotamian gods. And you can't just snap your fingers and have them walk away? They've got an attack bonus against divinities too, so that none of the gods can misuse it. Wait, actually? They have that just baked in? Or is it just for this specific fight? It'll be a bit hard for me and Ishtar to deal with them, so you can take care of it. Oh my, I guess it was too early to assume going home was going to be a cakewalk. Very well, let's do it, CloudyCrow. Don't worry, it's nothing compared to what Quetzalcoatl has to do. Just be careful when you select your party members. Well, you tell us this after we selected our party members. That's right, make sure you think carefully before you start the fight, Master. Wait, I think this is an intentional troll. It sounds almost like they're breaking the fourth wall. And they're like, alright, you know, make sure you pay attention when you pick your party members. Knowing dang well they already made us pick our party members. So if we picked wrong, we're just screwed. Or at least most players would be just screwed. But I think a 120 Ishtar would be more than enough. Yep, increased damage dealt against Divine. I wonder how much more damage though. Like, is it actually a notable buff? Ooh. 3 turns. Oh, you know what? No. We should save that. We should save that for Orion. And plus it's 3 turn crit strength, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, and then this is the attack buff after 1 turn. Do I need this now, or do I want to use it next turn? I guess we can use it now. Okay. Oh shoot. Forgot. How the heck are we gonna get him to 100 here? Maybe we should have started with Oberon. Crap. This is bad. Man, this is a fumble. This is most definitely a fumble. But we might not need to loop anyways, so crap. I feel really bad using this, but can't be helped. Shoot! I don't think those... Well, no. He is Saber. So this is going to be super effective. She's going to be super effective. I think we can kill. I think we can. If we can't, bummer. But this should do like 60 minimum. And these two together, I think they can clean up the rest. But we'll see. Oh, never mind. Never doubt Arash. Holy crap. Oh, he did have Ishtar's attack buff, though. Forgot about that. Okay. Now there's 2. This is interesting. Now, I think we use Ishtar here. Does this give a... Okay, it just gives NP gauge. Let's use that. Let's give this to him. She might need the extra damage. Okay. Yeah, we should be good. Alright, we'll have her use this. No. Maybe we try to get some... Well, we won't need it though. Okay. Okay. Jesus Christ! I was not... What? Did that say 197? Or was it just 97? Holy crap. That crit. Alright, now we have Luchador. Okay. So now this should be pretty straightforward. Or maybe not as straightforward as I thought it'd be. All of these are for himself, right? No team buffs. We do gain some C stars, but it's crazy how we don't have a single Orion card up, man. Whatever, I guess we just gotta use Ishtar. Stun him just in case. But we saw how much this did last time, so I think we're good. Jesus. Those big numbers make the dopamine in my brain just go crazy. Oh, we need these roots, spirit roots. You eat fumbling, you breathe fumbling. You are fumbling itself. And yet somehow I still make it through. I don't know how. Her third skill attack buff is just crazy. How much is it? How much attack does it give you? It's gotta be like a 50% buff. Or like maybe even like a 70. It's 120 Ishtar. What do you expect? True. It is a 120 Ishtar. But dang, just hitting for for 200k in a normal without much investment, like that was basically or mostly her own kit that gave her that. I think it was just that and Koyan's skill 3. Alright, I'm just zerking it out here. I think we just zerk it out. Nope, I'm dumb. How did he... Oh, I forgot to give him his old... You know what? Let's give him that. She at 3 yet? She is. Alright, let's swap her out. Sort by bond. Next in line is Nobunaga. Okay. The worthless Koyan third skill. What do you mean worthless? It's a 50% attack buff. Yeah, it felt. I mean, I'd imagine it'd be 50%. A part of me was thinking maybe 75, but that'd be way too crazy. A 75% attack buff. Well done. Now just leave the next 3 days and 3 nights to my babies, yes? I contacted King Gilgamesh as well. I told him we could deliver the goods a day before Gorgon's attack. And let's return to Uruk. It's a 2-day trip from Eridu, so we do have some leeway, but in that case, can we spare just a little time? Since we're in Eridu, you just have to see the finest cylinder seals Eridu has to offer. Cylinder seals? Whoa! This is the center of Eridu where royal authority was granted. It is a bit odd that I'd introduce you to this place being a foreign deity. Royal authority is proof of kingship, as granted by the gods. Just think of it as being akin to a contract or covenant. In Mesopotamia, the gods decide who will be king. One is chosen from among the rulers of the land. As for the cylinder seals, they're those big pillars. The seals are, as the name suggests, like one's personal seal. CloudyCrow, perhaps you used stamp-like personal seals back home? You know, a drawing carved on a block, which you then press into ink so you can make mini copies of it onto paper? Well, in Uruk, 5,000 years before your time, that type of seal was already a part of daily life. Of course, they weren't used as signatures, they were for magical ceremonies. They had tails carved into them, were dipped in mud, and were rolled onto things, tools for the mass production of stories, if you will. It seems the cylinder seals here are the biggest and the oldest ones of all. Let's see, you won't be able to read it like this, so let me transcribe it onto the air. What is this? A city and a dragon? Quite a story we have here. When a ring of light appears in the heavens, the land of Mesopotamia will be returned to its origin. It's a seal that predicted our current situation. The city it refers to is Uruk, and the giant dragon is the goddess Tiamat, referring to Gorgon? I exercise my right. In other words, my God-given right to remain silent. I reserve the right to withhold comments as well, yes. To be frank, Woof! Did she throw her again? Hush, furry ball. This is only a sightseeing spot. It holds no special meaning. Really? But the fact that it's a sightseeing spot. Yes, Eridu is a city of the same size as Uruk. To the people of Mesopotamia, the contents of this seal may be well known. The people of Uruk were afraid of Tiamat because they already knew of the prophecy on the seal. I suppose so, and that Goldie established the demonic front, knowing the content on this seal. Well, I'm not one to talk since I was a part of the Three Goddess Alliance, but the people of Uruk don't know when to quit. But as a result, this land managed to stave off ruin for half a year, and a master named CloudyCrow made it in time. And now it is my turn to reward those efforts. I'm a flighty goddess, but I will do everything in my power to help you. Well, it'll be a pain if you change sides again so easily, but you are welcomed as an ally. Oh, here we go. We have the classic plane flying overhead. Happens at least once every stream. And I get why you wanted to show this to CloudyCrow. It seems you really are a goddess who watches over human growth. Without being overprotective, you're more of a reliable older sister than mother. Hee, you're embarrassing me. Actually, they did call me Big Sis, yes. Meow ha ha ha, I'm the older sister type too, count me in. Wait a second, I just realized. Isn't this totally like a harem girls situation? 3 goddesses, a little girl, and a kohai. That's a really high percentage of girls. I wouldn't be surprised if a passionate youth event starts up one of these days. Ah, Jaguar, you're leaving the group. I'm appointing you supervisor of the axe-bearing winged serpents. Huh? Oh, come on. You just demoted me to the B team. I want to be next to CloudyCrow where the main action is. Hehe. Are you going to make me repeat myself? Should I make you a carpet or mount your head on the wall? Okay, the winged serpents will be at good pause. I'll make sure they get to Uruk in 3 days. I love how she said it with a smile. And so, Jaguar Warrior has left our party. Quetzalcoatl has good judgment. I know, right? When you're on the road, the fewer rivals, the better. Oh yes, ISHTAR, you can fly too? So there's no need for you to come with us to the jungle, is there? You should probably leave this to Anna and me and return to Uruk ahead of us. No, I'm coming with you. As if I could leave a goddess alone when she obviously has an ulterior motive. Right, Mash? You're on my side, aren't you? I'm not on anyone's side, but I just hope the road back is a safe one. I'm with Mash. I don't care who is with us or not with us. I just want to make sure we get back safe and sound. Contrary to what Jaguar Warrior said before, this is no harem. It's more like a gambling den. It's been a colorful trip this time. Well, last time it was all dudes. Haha, maybe this is just the universe balancing itself out. Truly, after 7 searches, this kind of thing was bound to happen. What did he mean by last time it was all dudes? Because it wasn't last singularity. And it wasn't earlier this singularity. I don't know. What does he mean by last time? Do you guys know what he's referring to? This is what makes Journey so much fun. In any event, it's a good thing that the final search is a colorful one. I'm certain demonic beasts will attack a few times before you reach Ur, but they'd be no match for you now. Betty Vieira, Lancelot, Arash. Yeah, but then we also had Serenity with us, right? Yeah. Well, I guess she wasn't always with us. But no, we had Sanzang. We had Sanzang with us. And she was there for most of the singularity. Enjoy yourself on the way back. Just don't let your guard down. Alright. Cursed Arm as well, true. It was a lot of dudes. But I don't know about all dudes. We had Sanzang. I guess Serenity and 100 Personas were like kind of on and off. And here we have Merlin. And we had Da Vinci. We had her in the very beginning. And we had her at the very end. Alright, these clowns again. Okay, this should be enough. Wait, no. They're resisted. Crap. He should be able to do 30k, right? He should be able to do at least 30k. We might be cutting it close, though. Shoot! I kind of want to save this skill one. So let's see. I'm going to risk it. Six singularity was... Oh my god. That was way off. Well, good thing we didn't burn really any skills. So we don't have to worry about cooldowns. Okay. We'll hold this. I don't know if I want to use it for her or for her yet. Probably for her, but we don't need it quite yet. We can use this though. And this. Alright, and then together, these two should definitely be able to clean up. Alright. Let's see. So now we have a bunch of jaguars. C stars per turn. You know what? Let's use this on her. Oh shoot! We could have used this. Crap, because this is only like 10% anyways. It's like 13%. Okay. My headphones are borked then. Might be it. Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in? Have you turned it off and turned it back on? Bro, just NP. I did, man. I did. Okay, now use that. That's her as well. That lined up pretty well. Why say that, CloudyCrow? Because I've been having headphone issues too. But what I was able to do is luckily I had an extra cord. So I just got rid of my old one, plugged in a new one, and that fixed it. I have, yeah, okay. You know, no harm in trying. I don't need more of that bullshit from people working on my internet. Dude, I hated that so much. When I first started doing YouTube, whenever I would upload a video, I kid you not, a 20 to 30 minute video would take 2 hours to upload, and I could not figure out why for the life of me. So we had the internet service providers, the technicians, come over to our house multiple times. I'd say maybe 4 times. They said the same thing every single time. Oh, we didn't find any issues when we tested. I remember even screen capping, like screen recording, how long it would take for a video to upload and showing them firsthand, and they'd be like, I don't know what the problem is. And then apparently we figured out the problem was the fact that a little while back, like recently after we moved to that house, there was a telephone pole outside of our house that a car ended up running into. So the car hit the telephone pole. The people came in, they put the telephone back in place, and I guess they thought they fixed it, but the internet was still just like, it suffered like permanent damage from that. And so once we had a specialist come in and look at the situation, then they had all of the technicians come in and repair the telephone pole, and then it worked perfectly fine. But it's crazy because I, as the consumer, would have no possible way of knowing that that was the issue. I just had to guess. I was like, well, a while back, you know, we did have someone hit the telephone pole. I don't know if that could be causing it. And then they had people come and look at it, and that was the problem. And I struggled with this upload issue for like, I'd say the first 6 months of me doing reactions. So all those videos you see, those took hours to upload. I would literally start uploading, take a 2-hour nap, and then get up and it'd be just about finished. Like, that was so miserable, dude. That was so miserable. Is it that time already? Oh, I like that second answer. It's ISHTAR o'clock. You've got some good instincts. However, I do question your character for talking to someone without looking at them. Or does it mean you've become sensitive to my presence? Heh, if that's it, I wouldn't mind. That just means it's been worth teaching you proper manners when dealing with goddesses every night. Thank you for using my Ibuki. She is a good, strong Ibuki. Big Oni is the best. True. I want to get one. One of these days, I want to get an Ibuki. If I could get an AoE Berserker, it would be her. I hear Arjuna's good. I hear Morgan's good. But I think I like her the most. That just means it's been worth teaching you proper manners when dealing with goddesses every night. Was that what we've been talking about? In night mode from the get-go today, huh? Well, what is it? That's exactly what I'm telling you not to do. You don't stare at someone's face in silence, whether she's a goddess or not. You need to say witty things or whisper sweet nothings. Never mind, tonight I came to praise you. It looks like you've befriended another new goddess. Well done, I applaud you. It really is impressive, but for some reason I'm miffed. Let me pinch your cheek a bit. Why? That made me feel better? What a strange effect. I'm going to record it thus. When CloudyCrow becomes friendly towards another goddess, inflicting physical pain will dispel my depression. Okay, I see what she's getting at now. Anyways, you know, despite her appearance, Quetzalcoatl is the strongest within the three goddess alliance. But she's been nerfed. Next time, use the NP2 Ibuki. Huge difference. I bet. If she went all out, she could even defeat Gorgon, who has been gaining strength as she slaughters humans. But even after leaving the Alliance, the law of the Alliance still binds us. Because following the goddesses can't attack each other, the question of who is stronger is meaningless. Because fellow goddesses. So in the end, we have to defeat them ourselves. Yes, that's why you can never let your guard down. Quetzalcoatl is not that useful. So, CloudyCrow? You say, you're looking mighty pale. Have you come down with something? Let me feel your forehead. Yikes, you're burning up. I've never felt a forehead so hot before. The jungle, is it because of the jungle? Is there some unknown infectious disease going around? Earth really is unclean, dirty, filthy. I love this expression, by the way. It's so adorable. I'm just tired. Really? Just how tired are you? You haven't had any decent rest in a whole month. You're taking the term hard work to the extreme. Even hard labor in court only lasts for 3 days. Nah, it's like this every time. Maybe it's a little tougher than usual this time. I didn't know. You are investigating the singularities after all. I suppose that is a difficult battle for you humans. I think I know what's coming, but I'm not 100% sure. Alright then, I'll take the rest of your watch. You go lie down over there. I'll guard the entire area. I swear by the name of Irkala, no enemy shall come near. So sleep and be at ease. Of course, you can also tell me stories about the singularities you've encountered so far. The night is long. I promise I won't get bored. I'll be a good listener. Long ago in Okeanos, a rotten pirate named Blackbeard. Of all the moments in our journey we could reference, I love how it's this one. And I'm not gonna lie, Blackbeard did have one of the more memorable moments in this whole journey so far. Yep, there he is, already spamming the emotes. Love to see it. A pyramid from the sky, what a foolish heroic spirit. I know the type, just as stupid as King Gilgamesh. You don't say. That Nidokri sounds likable, a heroic spirit who treats ghosts well. is a heroic spirit who appreciates the good things in life. Interesting that you'd say that, Ishtar, if that's even your real name. Ah, but skull-faced heroic spirits kind of turn me off. Wearing bones on their flesh just sounds painful. I ended up telling you about all 6 of them. I think it'd be cool if we got, like, you know, a 1 or 2 sentence little tidbit for each one. Just him listing off his favorite moments. I'm sorry, I ended up tiring you even more. But I enjoyed it. Thank you for sharing your experiences with me. You enjoyed it? Yes, I'm sure it was a tough, merciless experience for you. But all that, it's like the sort of thrilling adventure I always dreamt of, and more than anything, each one of those singularities ended happily. You're not the only one who worked hard. Absolutely Ishtar she is. I think the blonde Ishtar is weird. No, definitely Ishtar. I wonder why she changes her hair color. Do you have any theories? I don't know. I have no idea. Because, honestly, I don't remember when it comes to the anime. I don't remember if they explained why. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm still a little bit confused on that. Because I think what happened is they had that one girl that they did the ritual for to try to summon a goddess, and they ended up summoning 2, right? Ishtar and ISHTAR. But we've never seen them both in the same room at the same time, right? My memory is contagious. I think they explained gods have blonde hair. True. But, I don't know. It's interesting that Ishtar being... While Ishtar is in the human girl's body, she has the girl's hair color. But at night, and whenever she sneezes and stuff, her hair turns blonde. So, I don't know. And then her appearance even changes to look like Ishtar. So I'm not sure why Ishtar has her like natural blonde hair color. Or not Ishtar, ISHTAR has her natural blonde hair color, but Ishtar doesn't. I don't know. That part's still confusing. The humans in each period you visited never gave up. No matter how rough it got, they gritted their teeth and rose up. It's because they're separate in the underworld and they didn't want to make 2 sprites. Okay. It's because they're separate in the underworld and they didn't want to make 2 sprites. So, in actuality, Ishtar doesn't look like this. She just has blonde hair, right? Not the red cape and all of that stuff. Because I feel like this would be very confusing for people that haven't seen the anime. But I'm pretty sure in the anime it was just her hair color that changed. And then for budget reasons, they just used ISHTAR's sprite with the lance and everything. Yeah, it's just what I expected of humans. Nature, fate, the gods, and even evil itself within humanity. Only humans can bring down all of that nonsense. They are the epitome of unlimited potential, so it is appropriate that I protect them. Real Ishtar doesn't look like Rin anyways? Really? What do you mean by... You mean like the real Ishtar? Like the one outside of this human body doesn't look like Rin? Or are you saying Ishtar... like with the black hair doesn't look like Rin? In the anime, she just changes hair color. Okay. You might see the real Ishtar in 2050. I hope so. I wish I could see the real versions of all of these pseudo-servants. Like her, The real version of Joan of Arc. Who else is there? Who else is a pseudo servant? I don't remember. I will not elaborate. Alright, fair enough. We've seen art of the non-Rin Ishtar. But it's dubious if it's official. Okay. Only humans can bring down all of that nonsense. They are the epitome of unlimited potential, so it is appropriate that I protect them. Parvati, Muramasa, Kama. You like humans? You like adventure? Every Stay Night character is a pseudo here. Oh, like Jaguar Man too. I forgot about that. Oh, wow. And then, wait. So, no, I'm not even going to ask that because I'm just going to confuse myself even more. Well, yes, I like them. I want to protect humans as well as have an adventure like that. I was going to ask if Sakura is involved in any pseudo-servant shenanigans, but I feel like there might just be a lot of characters with Sakura face and with the similar purple hair, but aren't actually connected to her. But I don't have that kind of freedom. It looks like the morning sun is about to rise. We'd better get some sleep. We're going back to Uruk soon, right? The area around Uruk is overrun with Gorgon's demonic beasts, but I'm sure they won't be any problem for you. Although I can't vouch for what's going on within Uruk's walls. Well, that ends our nightly chat. You're a frail human, so get your rest now. Alright. Like BB, yeah, exactly. I didn't know if BB was a pseudo-servant or if she was just designed to look like Sakura. Okay. And then you also have like Melt and all of them. I don't know. I don't know what the heck is going on with those guys. But there's like 5 characters that all have Sakura face, that all have purple hair, that all look like siblings. And I'm sure they're all completely unrelated. Prophecy of the Heavens. Okay. I think we just zerk it out again, man. Not gonna lie. I don't know. I think I just kind of want to stick with what I'm used to. I would use Arjuna for the heck of it, but... Oh, that's also another reason why we probably didn't do as much damage, because we just had Kaleidoscope. BB, Melt, Passion Lip look like Sakura, but Sakura is an AI type on Extra Universe. In short, every Sakura 5 is an AI that looks like Sakura, while Parvati and Kama are using Sakura as a vessel. Oh, I can see it now. I didn't realize that Kama looked so similar to Sakura, but outside of the white hair... No, even with the white hair, because if you look at Sakura from Heaven's Feel, I think she also had white hair, didn't she? After she, like, got corrupted. So yeah, I guess it is really similar. Okay, we know that we're not killing these guys. Not with him alone. I think even with this attack buff, it wouldn't be enough. crap. I think we just do it. Just do it. Parvati uses good Sakura as a vessel. Dark Sakura. She's using Sakura's dark side from Heaven's Feel. Okay, okay, that makes sense. The Leviathan Queen herself? You mean the Penguin Queen? I think you mean the Penguin Queen. I don't know what this Leviathan shenanigans is about. Usum Galu, bruh. How many times are we gonna fight the same dudes? How many times? You know. You know. I'm gonna do this. And then this. And then swap. And then use this. Yeah. Okay. Penguin, take that back. You lie, they're Leviathans. I think you mean Leviathan. She's very much like Dark Sakura when she does her signature look with her red glowing eyes. Yeah, I can definitely see it. Now that you mention it. I didn't see it before. But once you guys mentioned... Holy crap, I just realized how massive she is. Look at her next to Berserker Toria. She's like... almost like 4 times as tall as her. Okay. Now we have Ugalu again. Oh, snap! We can actually do this. Okay. You just realized this? About the comma situation? Yeah. I don't have comma. I haven't used her in the story. So, no, I have not paid enough attention to her to realize that she was so similar to Sakura. Or are you talking about the height? Because the height, I did. I don't know why, but I guess I didn't notice how big she was. Maybe because she's floating. So I just assumed, you know, she's so high up because she's on the cloud. But when I saw Castoria next to her, I was like, wait, even if she was standing, she'd still be like 4 times her height. Huh. No, Ibuki's size. Yeah. Honestly, just give Nero another costume and we are good. Doesn't she have like 8 of them? Vaya, the wall that blew to smithereens is properly restored. Yes. Uruk's people are amazing. Yes. Of course, they are all hard workers. The only one with permanent behavioral issues is Goldie. Well, even he will bow his head to this. I never imagined Quetzalcoatl would join our forces. You really are the goddess of victory, Ishtar. Yep, that's what he'll say. Yes, Ishtar, that seems likely. King Gilgamesh only planned on defeating Quetzalcoatl. I don't think he could have predicted CloudyCrow's actions. What's wrong, Anna? She knows. Whoa, why'd the music stop? The gatekeeper isn't there. I don't smell blood, but I have a bad feeling about this. CloudyCrow, something's bothering me, so I'm going to go ahead on my own. After I check and see that everything's alright, I'll head straight to the Chaldean embassy. Indeed, it feels like life has been drained from the entire city. I don't hear any construction work going on like before. Let's hurry into the city, Master. We should assume something has happened. I don't remember this. Nobody is walking around the streets. The stores are closed too. What's going on? Lord Merlin, you have returned. Oh, but you have returned too late. Oh, you, just the face I wanted to see. What on earth happened here? And what do you mean by too late? Lord Merlin, and you, Lord CloudyCrow of Chaldea. Please calm down and listen. King Gilgamesh has passed away. Oh! He, like, died from exhaustion, right? This is the moment when he died aura farming. He died in his chair, just, like, posing. Even in death, you still gotta get that aura. King Gilgamesh has passed away. They are currently holding his funeral at the ziggurat. What? Whoa, what? Yep. Rip. That's the one. He's cool. There's really a funeral? See, duty, what is the meaning of this? Oh, everyone, you have returned. But you're too late. King Gilgamesh is... What in the world happened? How can anyone kill him? That's right, there's no way King Gilgamesh could die. He's a man who saw the future and voluntarily became a mage. He must have had proper precautions against assassinations. He promised me that he'd concentrate on giving orders from the throne to prevent dying on the battlefield. Who could kill him, and how? Merlin is really pissed. How the king died, you ask? Well... Flashback. I can't believe this. Oh, how terrifying. I never imagined it would be this sharp. King Gilgamesh, you're trembling. Are you not feeling well? That's not it, fool. The blueprint of the fangs of Napishtim is finally complete. Look here and feast your eyes on its magnificence. This is prized work. Take this to the armory. We have no time. Build it directly on site, not in Uruk. Tell them to complete it within 2 days. Whew, so it was your usual kingly extreme emotional outburst. I see, this is... External pressure automatically builds the frame, which according to your plans transforms this much within 10 seconds. Truly the work of a genius. My king, perhaps you should consider becoming an architect. Don't tempt me, I'd seriously consider it. A king should be versed in architecture if he hopes to be a truly well-rounded ruler. By the way, it's an interlocking wooden frame, and the pressure comes from oil. It all rises up as if a wave is pushing it into the air. As it is similar to chugging down a stein of ale. I call it a chug-a-lug style. What do you think? The chug-a-lug style. Genius, my king! You should get a patent for it as well. This is our secret weapon to defeat Gorgon in the battle to come. Let us send materials to Nippur in advance. Idiot, it's the reverse. This goes from here to here, and place them in this manner. Why would you place it there? What about defeating Gorgon? Confronting that goddess is CloudyCrow's job. It is not a place for me to interfere. Ugh. My king, perhaps you really are not feeling well. Perhaps. It is only slight dizziness, but I may have overworked these past few days. If my magical energy fails, the barrier will be weaker. One can't rule out an attack by the demonic beasts. Merlin should be back tomorrow. Now, until then... Pardon me, your majesty. A messenger from the northern wall is here to see you. Pardon me, your majesty. We have received a petition from the eastern market. Pardon me, your majesty. We have a complaint from the brothel. Pardon me, your majesty. A request from the priestess academy has been delivered. Pardon me, your majesty. Regarding today's ceremonies, the sacred temple has... Dang, he's got to deal with this every day. Come now, line up single file and I'll deal with you one by one. See duty, go run over to the armory. Dang. Things have settled down for now. Looks like I can finally take a small break. But why is it so hectic? They'll work me to death before we face the goddess. Foreshadowing? Ew, a throne is here to show authority, not to rest. But now, I have no choice. I assume Siduri will return in 5 minutes. Until then, just for a moment. Dang, and he never woke up. I must have fallen asleep. Every second is so precious. Siduri, how long have I been asleep? 1 minute? 5 minutes? And here he is. I seem to have woken from my nap in the depths of Kor. This is no time for jokes. I really am dead here. Dang. And that's how it went. I returned to see the king on his throne in eternal slumber. He died from overwork? No, that just cannot be. This is very relevant to my interests. I could die just like this. This is the King Gilgamesh. If it were so easy to kill him, he would have died dozens of times by now. You're right. I lost my cool in the heat of the moment. Thinking back, it felt strange in Uruk when we left as well. Lady Siduri, after we headed to Ur, did something strange happen here in the city? Let's see. Oh, maybe that's why Anna could like sense it. Maybe she could sense the stench of death or something. I don't know. But we had many reports of deaths from weakness within Uruk. I didn't think much of it because of the king's funeral, but it is indeed abnormal. Can this be? Unnatural, you mean to say? Yes, King Gilgamesh didn't work himself to death. Someone killed him. Which means the Three Goddess Alliance must be responsible. I don't think anyone else is capable of killing the king. That is true, but can Gorgon really kill so indirectly? Huh. Can it really be Gorgon? It can't be Quetzalcoatl. It can't be Ishtar. Then who could it be? Yes, within the Three Goddess Alliance, there is no goddess that can perform such an assassination. Huh? What are you guys talking about? Hold on, Mash, CloudyCrow. Ishtar isn't in the Three Goddess Alliance. She kept getting in our way, didn't she? Man, this is why. All of this could have been resolved if Ishtar would have just said this from the start. But every time we brought up the fact that she might be in the Goddess Alliance, she just rolled with it. She just rolled with it every time. If she would have just said from the start that she wasn't in it, then we could have had at least an idea that there's a third goddess out there somewhere. But this whole time, she just pretended like she didn't exist. Oh, now that you mention it, you're right. She was killing Gorgon's demonic beasts, which would be against the Three Goddess Alliance rules. But if so, who is the third goddess? Who, you ask? It's Ereshkigal. You didn't know that until now? She's god indigenous to this land. Yes, Queen of Kor, ruler of the death and phantoms. What did you say? Ereshkigal is here. Why? That's why she's our useless goddess. This is probably the best example of that. You would love to read Summer too? Oh man. So not even Ishtar knew the true name of the third goddess. But how? The only Sumerian deity left in this era would be Ishtar. Should be Ishtar. All is well in the underworld. Oh, I see. I get it. So that's the trick. Ereshkigal's resurrection and Ishtar not noticing it. How very, very odd, don't you think? Hey, don't be a smartass, Merlin. If you know something, let's hear it. Alright, in the Sumerian myths, Ishtar, the Queen of Heaven, and Ereshkigal, the Queen of Kor, are like cats and dogs. Ishtar headed to the underworld for no reason and was stripped of her divinity by the 7 underworld gates. And there she was even murdered by Ereshkigal. Isn't that right, Ishtar? That's right. Got a problem? Those 7 cursed gates. They stripped away the authority that I'd prepared to use against Ereshkigal, and in the end I was dragged in front of her all naked and mercilessly skewered over and over with spears. Since then, I really have a hard time dealing with her. But why did Ereshkigal get resurrected? And on top of that, she's part of the 3 Goddess Alliance? As far as her joining the Alliance, I imagine only she knows the reason. But I know why Ereshkigal was resurrected. It's you, Ishtar. When you were summoned, Ereshkigal was summoned too. I thought it strange to begin with. Why did the temple matron who successfully summoned you die? The most likely answer is that Ereshkigal killed her. She summoned not 1, but 2 goddesses. The girl that served as your vessel had quite an amusing persona. I don't understand why he mentions this. The girl that served as your vessel had quite an amusing persona. So it's kind of implying that because her persona was so strong, or something about her persona made it so that she summoned 2 goddesses instead of 1 like most other people. I don't know, this is so confusing. Because she is Rin, but like, what is it about Rin that made her able to summon 2 goddesses? That's what I don't get. It implies Merlin has watched Rin from his tower in Avalon. He means Rin has the aspect of 2 goddess personalities? Because Rin's quality for both the goddesses so different yet similar? Rin makes everything better. Ishtar is the Tsun, Eresh is the Dede. Rin is so special. She is compatible with 2 goddesses. Really? Interesting. It's just an excuse to make 2 Rin faces. See, that's kind of the answer that I was thinking, biggest boss. That's kind of the answer I was thinking. Because, I'm not gonna lie, at least when it comes to the grand scheme of anime, there's not anything that's like super unique about Rin's personality. I feel like we could all name a couple characters that have similar personalities to Rin. Because Rin equals best girl. Yep, another good answer. I feel like it's just a slight reference to Rin in a writing standpoint. Rin is Ishtar-like enough to serve as a vessel, yet more human. Soon, Dede. She has strong, determined mage persona and lonely, shy girl persona. Alright. I see. Apologize, you fool. And that makes the goddesses summoned through her easier to deal with. Okay. I love how I'm getting so many different answers here. Sakura and Saber both have like 20 face servants, so they better make 2 Rin faces. True. Rin also uses gem magic, and Ishtar likes gems. Good point. We know she loves her gems. She was able to cleanly separate her good and evil sides. One became you, and the other became Ereshkigal. Okay, so, I don't know if I've asked this before, but how the heck... So I understand what everyone's saying about Rin. I love Rin just as much as the next guy. But how the heck does the Rin that exists here in ancient Mesopotamia end up becoming the Rin that we have in, like, what was it, 2007, the one that competed in the Holy Grail War? How the heck was she just alive this whole time? She's just immortal? Like, I don't know, did she die and she was reincarnated through Tomioki's daughter? Like, I don't know what the heck. My brain is just mashed potatoes thinking about it. She was able to cleanly separate her good and evil sides. One became you and the other became Ereshkigal. In other words, good Ishtar and evil Ereshkigal. But is Ereshkigal really evil? Yeah, I think I'd flip it around. An evil Ishtar and a good Ereshkigal. I get it. I've been touting my own goodness too much. Besides, I can get more offerings if I'm a tad bad, yeah? No clue, power of money. They explained earlier time was screwed up. She's not the same Rin. Throne of Heroes is not affected by space-time. Yeah, but I thought the Throne of Heroes only applied to servants. I didn't think it applied to masters as well. Other way around, like how Archer gets summoned from the future. But that's what's so confusing, because the Archer situation makes sense because he was summoned as a servant. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, I don't. Because the Rin from Fate Stay Night was never summoned, and the girl that was used to summon Ishtar was never summoned. Like, they were both supposedly born naturally on this earth, and they look exactly the same and act exactly the same. But I guess there's no, like, clear explanation why. The Rin we have in 2004 was gripped and copied to be summoned. So, the girl that was used in the ritual to summon Ishtar was summoned as well? What? So they summoned a girl to this time period that they thought would be compatible to summon a goddess? Is that what's going on here? They explained earlier that the singularity being created caused time to go out of whack, which allowed the priest to connect to her. You could just say that this is Rin's ancestor? That's what I thought originally. When I first started watching Babylonia and I saw her, I thought she might have been an ancestor. All of this overcomplication to obscure the true reason. Money. Exactly. There's also a Rin on the moon, but she's not Fate Stay Night Rin. Don't worry about it. Is that Spishtar you're talking about? The one on the moon? Rin is just a medium for Ishtar to manifest. Read my post, Cloudy. It's like the Infinity Stones in Endgame. They take her and then put her back the moment she's taken. They take her and put her back the moment she's taken? I'm not sure I understand that. The Rin on the moon is her knee. Oh my god. It's not that it matters, since later they stop explaining it and pseudos are just there for no reason. How do you explain Muramasa and all the pseudos? It's the exact same. Well, the thing that's confusing to me though, so my understanding of Joan of Arc, for example. Joan of Arc is a pseudo, right? Let me first get that answer, just to make sure I'm on the right track. Joan of Arc is a pseudo-servant. I think in the anime it shows they also summoned the girl Rin. Okay. That makes sense then. If the girl was originally summoned as well, then that makes sense. Jean is not a pseudo. Then what is she? Jean is more of a demi-servant. The FGO one is the real... Okay. And the one in Apocrypha is a pseudo. Okay, that's the one I was thinking of. I thought that they were the same. I thought the one in Apocrypha... I don't know. The actual Jean looks like that. So, coincidentally... Oh my gosh, this is so confusing, bro! So we have this ISHTAR situation where the real ISHTAR looks completely different. But because she was summoned into this girl's body, she has that girl's appearance. But when it comes to Joan of Arc was summoned into the girl's body, but coincidentally, the girl and Joan of Arc just have incredibly similar appearances. Just to begin with. She's a pseudo in Apocrypha, but not in Grand Order. She has exactly the same appearance with that. Okay, yeah, bro, this is so crazy. What the heck is going on? Why would they even do that? That's so crazy. Why did she even have to be summoned into the girl to begin with, then? Because it's not like Joan of Arc is a god. So I feel like there's no need to summon her into someone else's body to, like, you know, balance her strength. It's just fate, to be honest. Don't worry about it. In Apocrypha, she needed a vessel. But why, though? She's not, like... I mean, I think she is strong, but she's not, like, god-level strength, is she? Don't forget, Jean's also a saber face. This is why 50% of fate is just don't worry about it. Jean is a woman who is a saint. Ishtar is a goddess. There's a difference. Yeah, but that's exactly what I mean. Like, it makes sense that a goddess would need to be summoned into a human's body. But why would a saint need to be summoned into a human's body? Like Martha? What about Martha? She's a saint. I don't know. In Apocrypha, issues because there was still a ruler. Amakusa Shiro. You can't just have two rulers. Okay, that... Crap, now I gotta remember. Amakusa Shiro. You know, never mind. You're right, he is a ruler. His situation's just a little weird, but you're right, he is a ruler. He is a servant at the end of the day. It's more her role. She didn't have a master. True, you're right, she didn't have a master. Being a saint is not the issue. FGO Jean is a normal servant. She has no CS. Rin's body was summoned to the past from a different timeline. Okay, so I think I understand now the general situation that's going on with Ishtar. Rin was summoned into the past, and because Rin was incredibly compatible with both Ishtar and Ereshkigal, when they were attempting to summon... Were they specifically trying to summon Ishtar? Or just summon a goddess? I think they were specifically trying to summon Ishtar. But they ended up summoning both of them. Okay. So I didn't know that the girl was also summoned into the past. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. Alright, let's continue. I'll give you a worse scare than you'd ever get in core. I see. Ishtar, the goddess of bountiful harvest, can be seen as the great Earth Mother, symbolizing human life. Amakusa Shiro was the ruler summoned in the Third Holy Grail War. Yeah. Oh man, this is like challenging my memory now. Because I'm sure it was explained, but I think I forgot. If there was already a ruler, that being Amakusa Shiro, then why was Joan of Arc needed to be summoned there again? Because I think she said in the beginning when she was summoned that she was summoned there as a ruler to oversee the battle and make sure that, you know, things were going according to how they were supposed to. But if there was already a ruler, then why did they summon another one? Oh, I guess maybe because he wasn't... I don't know. Because he acted as a master. Even though he was a ruler, servant, he acted as a master. So maybe they needed a ruler servant. I don't know. I'm just confusing myself at this point. This is what happens when you react to Apocrypha months in between episodes. True, but I mean, then again, there's still like 24 episodes. And I think this was explained in the very beginning. Her reasoning. Because it was a different Holy Grail War. Okay, there you go. That's exactly what I was looking for. So because it was a new Holy Grail War, they needed a new ruler to oversee things. Got you. Because the ruler wasn't going to fix the mess of the Yggdrasil family rigging the Holy Grail War. Jean was summoned by Apo in Apocrypha by the Grail for fairness. Okay. The Holy Grail War system has a masterless ruler as an overseer as a measure built in case all masters are on one side. Shiro was a leftover from the third Holy Grail War the Einsburns had summoned. Okay. Also, he went rogue. I do remember that. Okay. So, her being summoned because it was a different Holy Grail War, that makes sense. Okay. On the other hand, Ereshkigal symbolizes human death and is the terrible Earth Mother. The two goddesses are two sides of the same coin and perhaps born from the same deity. The goddess nurturing life later becomes a goddess of death. Izanami of Japanese myth follows this pattern as well. So if Ishtar was summoned, then by extension Ereshkigal would be too. Furthermore, they're the same deity, so that's why we only counted a single Sumerian goddess. Wow. Then what? She might have been secretly using this body of mine the whole time? The possibility does exist. Ereshkigal cannot leave Kor. When she moved around above ground, she probably used your body secretly, like when you were asleep. Interesting. It is Ereshkigal's scent of death that fills Uruk now. Ereshkigal's Galu spirits remove souls from the weak and exhausted first. One such spirit must have taken King Gilgamesh's soul to Kor, the worst deus ex machina of Naruto. Izanagi and Izanami? Izanagi and Izanami. If that's the case, we still have time. We haven't yet buried the king's corpse. I don't remember Izanagi and Izanami. I don't remember that from Naruto. All I remember is, I think, was it Danzo? Didn't Danzo have like an ability or a jutsu that was called Izanagi? I don't remember the Izanami counterpart though. If we liberate his soul from the soul cages, he might wake up. That is correct, Lady Sidudi. Actually, we'd be in a lot of trouble if we lost him now. King Gilgamesh's leadership is an absolute necessity if we want to defeat Gorgon. Which means we'll have to head to Kor and retrieve his soul. Right, Senpai? That's right, Mash. Whoa, thought I clicked it. The sons of the Six Path Sage. Izanagi and Izanami. The sons of the Six Path Sage. I thought it was... Shoot. I think you're right. This is really... testing my memory. It's been so long since I watched Naruto. Were their names Izanagi and Izanami? Cause I thought it was Indra and Ashura. Izanagi, you can alter reality. Izanami, you put your enemy into an eternal loop. Oh, so was Izanami the move that Itachi used on Kabuto? That was Izanami, right? And Izanagi, you can alter reality. Back in my day, the Sharingan let you copy move it. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Back in my day, Sharingan let you copy movements. Nowadays, Sharingan, just what the heck? You can do all kinds of things. You can summon freaking spirit mechs. You can use black fire. You can summon black holes. Actually, I'm shocked they haven't used more of those Japanese deities like Susanoo and Fate. But I get why they are so overused in other media. They didn't want to do the same. Then suddenly summons a purple demon skeleton. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. The demon skeletons. All of that stuff. And then even the demon skeletons have like stages that they evolve. Like, oh my god. Huh? Wait, you both speak of going to Core so easily. Isn't that a bit overzealous? It's the underworld. A world where every heroic spirit and deity is powerless. There, Ereshkigal is the absolute law. No matter what you do, you'll get captured and sentenced to skewering, you see? King Gilgamesh must be saved. Yeah, we don't get a chance like this often. Let's make sure to put King Gilgamesh in our debt for this. Crap, I don't like where this is going. I need to escape while I can. Hold it right there, Ishtar. Yes. You know how to get to the underworld, right? So hurry up and guide us there, yes. It's fine. CloudyCrow will make the third goddess fall as well, yes. Wait, you fiery meathead. Let go. Let go of me. Dumuzid, the god of shepherds, isn't there anymore. We can't be resurrected if we die. So why do you want to go to the underworld? And there we go. Back in my day, the Byakugan was better than the Sharingan. True! What happened? Like, why? Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the Rinnegan and the Sharingan both originated from the Byakugan. Like, I think the Byakugan was there first. And then it split off into the Sharingan and the Rinnegan. So why do these derivatives have so many levels and so many powers and so many abilities, and yet Byakugan is basically the same thing at the end of Naruto as it was in the beginning of Naruto? He glazed Sasuke, that's why. You know what? You're not wrong. The Sasuke glaze was kind of crazy. And don't forget the demon skeleton of Itachi has the Totsuka blade, a sword that can seal only with minimum touch, and then the shield that can block every attack. Yup. And then you have the gourd as well. I forget what that does. I'm pretty sure Kishimoto gave Kaguya the Byakugan because the Byakugan was absolute dog shit compared to the Sharingan, while it was very similar to the Sharingan in the beginning. Neji is not the main character. Good point. Fair enough. They did Neji so dirty, man. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the last movie stuff. That is so crazy, bro. I thought the Byakugan was so cool. That's why the original Naruto, although I do love Shippuden, not a big fan of Boruto. Although I love Shippuden, the original Naruto will always have a special place in my heart. Because that is when it truly felt like a ninja world. Like we had ninjas competing against each other. Some people had like advantages like the Sharingan, like Byakugan, stuff like that. But for the most part, It was skill and talent that separated skill, talent, and guts, if you're Naruto. That separated, like, the strongest from the weakest, for the most part. Now in Naruto, it's like, oh my god. There's people with incredibly OP abilities that they were born with, and now they're just the top of the food chain, even though they're not necessarily strong or they're weakened now. We have aliens, like all kinds of crazy stuff in Naruto now. I just came by the stream and we're talking about Naruto. Also, hello everyone. Welcome. You got here just in time for the Naruto discussion. Let's see. It also sealed Nagato. Oh yeah, the gourd. It sucked up Orochimaru. Itachi was just broken. True. Absolutely, it still hits hard. Naruto peaked in part 1. I agree. Because, I don't know, it just felt so real. In the original Naruto, you really saw people fighting their hearts out with, like, they were using, even though what they had wasn't very much, they took those tools and put all of their time and effort and hard work into refining those things. Like, Rock Lee's a perfect example. He was given a very shitty hand at birth, but through the help of Might Guy, he was able to take that and easily become one of the strongest out of everybody in his class. Well, not real, but grounded. That's what I mean. Relatable. Right? It was more relatable than what we get in Shippuden. I stopped watching Naruto halfway into Shippuden. Back in the day when Zabuza was serious shit. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I don't care what anyone says. I can probably name on one hand the number of moments from Shippuden that I'd put over that final Zabuza moment. When he's beaten up from, I believe, the Kakashi fight, and he just dogs his way through all of those soldiers with nothing but a kunai in his mouth and a dream. And he just thrashes through that, like, army of mercenaries, actually gets to Gato or Goto, and then takes him out. Like, bro, moments like that, I feel like, is the real essence of Naruto. That's what I truly loved about Naruto. Zabuza crying was when Naruto became a good anime. True. Oh man, there were so many good moments from the original. Like the first Naruto versus Sasuke fight on the waterfall. Come on. Cinema. That was pure cinema. That was pure cinema, bro. Naruto fell victim to the usual shonen BS called power creep. Exactly. It's especially bad in a long-running series. Yeah. Because they gotta keep thinking of ways to outdo themselves. Neji should have died in the spider fight. That was peak. That was such a good fight, man. Zabuza and Haku were great characters. I loved it, man. I loved it. And I think another moment worth mentioning is the Haku fight. Because Haku seemed like he would be impossible to beat. His power was so incredibly strong. And he's fighting kids, amateurs. Like, they should have had no chance. Sasuke, I think we all could agree at that time, Sasuke was like the top of the food chain when it comes to his class. He was definitely one of the strongest. He has the Sharingan, all that stuff. He got taken out super early into the fight. All that's left is Naruto. And then we see him unlock the Nine Tails Chakra cloak. And we see him punch Haku through the ice mirror. Oh my god, bro. That was so crazy. And I don't even think he had any way of knowing that he was there. He just went for it. There were so many mirrors. Haku could have been in any of them. He just went for it. Put his all into that one mirror. Knocked out Haku. Oh my god, bro. Remember when Orochimaru was scary back then in his thing? Exactly. And he would always be in these dark, like, eerie sort of atmospheres. Orochimaru was crazy. Oh my gosh. And I think in Shippuden he still is. Definitely. But I don't know. In Shippuden I feel like he kind of became less of a imposing threat and more so of kind of like a still powerful, still very dangerous, but kind of desperate. It seemed like he was very, very desperate to get his hands on Sasuke's body. Bro gained 10,000 speed. In this world, there are ninja younger than you, but stronger than me. True, man. Oh my god, that quote. Orochimaru versus the third Hokage was like a major event fight. And then later, Hokage fights are not even close. Bro, that's what I'm saying, man. And the worst part is, or I guess the best part was the ending of that fight. Even though that, oh my god, I'm losing my mind, bro. That fight was so good at expressing just how powerful Orochimaru was. It was the fact that he was able to take down the third Hokage, and the most that the third Hokage could do was just, what is it? He, like, turned his arms to stone. He, like, used the Reaper Death Seal, and couldn't even truly kill Orochimaru with it. He could only cut his arms off. That was the most that the third Hokage could do to him. The strongest person in the Leaf Village. And that was the most he could do. Like, Orochimaru was really him back then. I'm free, so how's it going, guys? How badly did Cloudy fumble? We actually did really good. I think we did really good today in these battles. Especially the Kets fight. And we chose the harder option. We definitely fumbled. Trust me, you will definitely see your fumbles in this stream. But at the end of the day, we pulled through. Remember when Itachi and Kisame pulls up to fight Kakashi, Kurenai, and Asuma? Bro, there's nothing like that, man. When Itachi first confronts Sasuke after all these years, and he just, like, dog walks him. Like, you already know it's not even close. When Itachi, just the way that he looked at him, the way that he... Let me see if I can find the image. Because I feel like that's just such a powerful image. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Oh my god, here it is. Bro. I mean, and this is like the Sasuke that just finished his training with Kakashi, that just got the what is it? He had the Chidori after just having fought Gaara, and this is what Itachi does to him, bro. This is what Itachi does to him. Shows him, even after all that you've done, you're still nowhere near me. Oh my god, bro. Holy crap. Not stone, his hands died. They started to rot, and he still refused to cut them off. Okay, okay. That's what it was. So he, like, I remember the Reaper Death Seal or whatever, like, cut his arms, like, souls off or spirits off, and then I guess after that his arms started rotting. The third also couldn't bring himself to kill Orochimaru, true, because Orochimaru was one of his students. He lacked hatred, exactly. My favorite moment in OG Naruto is when he successfully used Rasengan on Kabuto. That was fire. I loved that. He lacks hatred. Classic meme template. It's been so long since I've read Naruto. Bro, Naruto, easily one of my favorites of all time. There's so many good moments, man. In Shippuden, nothing beats Naruto and Sage Mode arriving in the destroyed Leaf Village. That, I agree. I said I could probably name on one hand the moments I'd put over the Zabuza Goto scene. I don't know if I'd put it over, but it's definitely in the same realm. That scene right there, definitely in the same realm. I think this is probably going to be a generic answer, but we all know. Let's see. This is going to be a generic answer, but I think this might have to be my favorite moment from the original Naruto. And it is this one. We all know this moment. We all know. Oh, another good one. Another good one. Besides this one right here. The ending of the fight. This. Bro. Oh, man. That was so good. The fact that he was unconscious. Unable to fight. But he was still standing tall. What was it? His mind didn't give up. His heart didn't give up. But his body gave up on him. That was, oh man. Such a good moment. Let's see. Naruto's pull-up game in the Pain arc hits different. It's honestly nuts how strong Kabuto was in pre-Shippuden. True. I feel like a lot of people don't give Kabuto his credit. Because he was insane. Shippuden ended with the Pain arc. Everything after that is a blur. Pain is the GOAT. Pain is definitely one of my favorite villains. For sure. Oh, speaking of Pain. Oh my god. Wait, did I spell it wrong? Is it J? Okay. We all remember this moment. Where is it? Do they have the actual impact? I don't know if they do. Dang. I wish they had the image of like all of them landing on top of Jiraiya. But like this was another iconic moment from Shippuden. Oh, yes! Well, that might be my favorite moment in all of Shippuden. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. I don't know. I'm just gonna put Rampage. Yeah, this was probably one of the most, like, bone-chilling moments in Naruto for me. This moment right here, when he just went berserk, annihilated everyone. Oh my gosh, man. These guys didn't stand a chance. Jesus. Obito's top 3 favorite characters for me. Holy crap, man. Gaara was a demon in part 1? Agreed. Gaara was insane. Let's see. All the instructors having to pop up to hold Gaara back. Yep. To stop him from killing him. Because even after Rock Lee passed out, he still wasn't done with him. Remember in Shippuden, it got explained Itachi and Kisame visit Konoha after the third died because he wanted to warn people like Danzo that he's still around. Don't F with my little brother. Yep, he had to let him know. He had to let him know. And then he proceeded to never win any fight. Yep, poor Rock Lee. Choji versus the Sound Guy. That was great as well. I think Jirobo. Yeah. And I love how this was such a powerful moment in the original Naruto because I'm sure all of us thought that Choji was like a gag character. Like he was the comedic relief, wasn't really that strong. He could just make himself grow and he wasn't anything to be worried about. And so when he chooses to go and take Jirobo on by himself, I'm sure all of us were thinking like, oh 07, sorry Choji, your sacrifice will be remembered. But there was one person that believed in him, and it was his boy Shikamaru. Shikamaru knew he would make it out, and he like inscribed on the side of a tree, like, this is where we're gonna be. When you're done taking out Jirobo, this is where you go. He believed in Choji so much that he told him where they would be after he took care of this clown. Meet up with us again. And he did exactly that, bro. Oh my god. So sick. Slim Choji. They actually made him a character here, exactly. After this, even though I don't think we see the butterfly chakra again much after this moment, we all knew not to mess with him anymore. Be careful who you pick on in middle school. That's the lesson we all learned there. Kabuto just beat Tsunade 1v1. Bro, and she's like one of the legendary Sannin. Had his entire nervous system rewired and figured out how to move in the same fight. Jesus. I don't think Naruto ever goes more gory than this. Oh yeah, with the Obito situation. And Kakashi fainting from it. Oh yeah, that's another really cool thing. I mean, I think it's explained that because Obito was an Uchiha, he's like able to sustain the, like, whenever you use the Sharingan, it takes a lot of chakra, and the Uchiha are naturally able to, you know, sustain that impact a lot better than other people. So as soon as he unlocked the Mangekyo, Kakashi immediately passed out from how straining it was. Meanwhile, Obito just went on a killing spree after that. Kimimaru was the only one can beat Gaara outside of Naruto with the tail. Yep, Kimimaru, can't sleep on him. Oh, and then you have the Rock Lee fight with the drunken fist. Oh man, the memories. So much potential with this character. They introduced the drunken fist for nothing, man. This one fight he goes crazy. I think there's also a fight in one of the movies, and then we like never really see it again. Shikamaru versus Hidan, another great moment when he like trapped him in the forest and then dropped him in that pit and blew him up into a bunch of pieces. That was sick, especially because of the significance behind it and how he was kind of like getting his get back for Asuma. The ending was just terrible, just to milk the franchise for Boruto. That's what bro, we don't speak of Boruto. Naruto ended after the Madara fight. We don't talk about Boruto. We don't talk about Kaguya. None of that. The butterfly wing plus got thin is such a big deal for Choji, and then his daughter just did it to look oh, I remember that! Oh my god, don't remind me, bro. A lot of early characters were meant to die, but the editor found that people liked the characters too much and made them forced to stay in. You can say whatever you want about the friendship of Sasuke and Naruto, but I will always see Shikamaru and Naruto as best friends and brothers, hands down. And we see that exactly in Boruto. And I think in the end of Naruto. But basically when Naruto becomes Hokage, he like appoints Shikamaru as his right-hand man. That was so fire. Shikamaru is the GOAT, hands down. He's my favorite character. Out of everybody in Naruto, he's easily my favorite. And he got the girl with the best legs. He did. I'm not gonna lie. He won in life. He definitely won in life. Sasuke versus Itachi was goated too. It definitely was. So many great moments. But I think, to me, the moment that really, like... Well, number one, it's the fact that Itachi should have won that. He would have won that. But obviously, due to his illness, and obviously because at the end of the day, he wanted to, like, pass the Mangekyo to him, Sasuke came out on top. But I think the moment that, like, blew me back the most was when they were throwing the shurikens at each other. And they were, like, throwing the shurikens so precisely, they were deflecting each other. It's just a rain of shurikens from both sides, and they're, like, bouncing off of each other. That was so cool, man. So many great moments, bruh. What's Boruto? I don't know. Never heard of it. Imagine if Cloudy finished LB6 or LB7 and we could talk about the characters like this from the LB saga. One day, man. One day. We definitely will. Rock Lee was supposed to die after that fight, but the readers liked him too much, so they left him alive, but didn't have any plans much for him after. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. I think one of Naruto's biggest downfalls going into Shippuden is that they had so many characters introduced, but we know that they clearly wanted to focus on the main two, Sasuke and Naruto. That's where they put, like, all of their energy into developing their storylines, and a lot of people just got left in the dust. Like Kiba kind of got left in the dust. Shino, 10-10, they got a little progression every here and there, but not nearly to the scale, especially the female characters like Ino, 10-10. That alarm has been on snooze for a while now. You sure don't need to be somewhere. I do in a few minutes. I was honestly gonna, like, abruptly end it, like, boom, over, right when I needed to go. But, I guess I can wrap things up now. I still have a tiny bit of time. Let me just see if there's any final comments I want to read. Also, one of the few moments where shuriken were used in an interesting way. True. Sasuke in the Kage summit. I love that moment. I love that. The way he appeared once he figured out the truth. Let's see. Kages. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. This moment was aura. This moment was aura right here. The way he appeared, he pulled up on the Kage. That was sick. JJK does what Naruto don't. True. Can't wait for the new season. Team Guy could solo Pain's invasion. Them being on mission was such a BS, man. I'm saying. Good Naruto stream. W Naruto stream. Let's get a W Naruto stream in the chat. Alright, let me make these blue apples. And then abruptly end this stream. I had fun. Even the, like, playing through Fate. Like, although we did have a big chunk dedicated to Naruto, even playing through Fate, the dialogue, the story was super fun this time around. I actually really enjoyed it. So I hope you guys enjoyed as well. Thank you all so much for watching this far into the stream. We will be here Friday. Mark your calendars. Set your alarms. We will be here Friday. And, if I'm not here, you guys can come up with a punishment now. If I'm not here for Friday's stream, then I will do what you guys request, if it's within reason. So feel free to do that in the Discord. But with that, I'm going to head out. Thank you all so much for watching this far into the stream. I'll send you off with one of these. And I'll see you all in the next one.
Mm-hmm.